What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, we vibed out, living the dream. Another beautiful day. Low-key had a little winter wonderland when I woke up. Then it kind of went away as the day progressed. But
it does look like Narnia out here.
It does, right? It does, man. But no, life is good, man. Like, it was a good weekend, man. It was dope all around, bro.
You sure did.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I want to talk about, we're going to talk about this game. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about the AFC as a whole. And it looking like we got a new perennial powerhouse in the AFC as well, man. So, we got a lot that we're going to dive in with those guys over in Cincinnati. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, man, it's going to be good, though. But, nah, man, I can't complain, though, bro. Yeah, man, got a chance.
Sure you're doing good? NBA jersey all day?
Well, so a couple things. I had my Bills hoodie on, right? So this is the thing. I had my Bills hoodie on, but I was going to actually wear my LeBron jersey today because of the whole Shannon Sharpe thing that happened the other day, right? I wanted to wear that. When I got up this morning, though.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. So I was like, yo, I'm going to break out the Lakers jersey. Like, it's all good. Like, let's go and have a little fun with it. Problem was, when I woke up this morning, my little lady, KK, was like, yo, I want to match with you. Let's put the J's on. So I was like, I'm going to throw the J's on, but I want to wear a jersey. So I was like, all right. My Bruce Smith ain't come in yet, so I put on the Michael Jordan. Match my shoes.
Well, Sirianni was calling Jalen Hurts his Michael Jordan. So I didn't know if that was maybe a hint at something either.
Nah, man. I ain't worried about them boys over there. Nah.
I thought initially you're just thinking it's off-season, man.
Well, it is that as well.
Time to put on the NBA jersey.
But that was also part of it because Bills lost. And what did I say? I held true the whole time. I said if the Bills or the Steelers say, hey, man, my season still goes on. They lose. Hey, let's get ready for this pre-draft, all that stuff. But the problem is I don't think the people are going to like how we got to continue on when we talking Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase now. Because I think that that's going to be a lot more weird vibes than the whole Bills thing. But, we'll get to that when we get to that. So, yeah. But other than that, though, man, like I said, it was a good weekend, man. What did I do this weekend? Bro, we went to the movies.
What'd you say?
Seen this movie called The Missing. New joint just dropped out, man. It was like a little domestic violence, like slow burn thriller. So it was cool. It was a vibe, though, bro. It was a vibe. Then obviously, like I said, man, tapped in Sunday watching Saturday and Sunday, actually. It was like football around the clock Saturday and Sunday.
Not that good of games, honestly.
I would agree, man. Yeah.
Was Jacksonville Chiefs actually the best one? I
because of the injury?
I guess Cowboys Niners because it was still close at the end, but
yeah.
That was just like a slugfest, low scoring. And I do hold true, like even though it doesn't have to be high scoring to be a good game.
Yeah.
It felt the Jaguars Chiefs one felt a little bit more exciting. With Mahomes getting hurt,
the
Lawrence is driving him back, and it was the fumble that took the air out of everything.
Yeah, the fumble, and then he came back.
The Jaguars did have a chance.
No, they definitely did. They definitely did. And I forgot, shout out to Chilla_21. Had some UFC fights as well. I'm mad, bro. I fell asleep. I fell asleep, bro. When the UFC fights was going on, I was sick. Woke up, was like, dang. But, it was still some good action going on with that, man. But no, man, like I said, it was a good weekend, though, man. I can't trip. Yeah, man. Yeah, what you get into though, man? Because I see you still super drippy today too, bro. With y'all can't see you got the Adidas track pants on in here. Fire. Let's get it.
Really not too much. Went out with the fam. They're in like a bowling league. Met some people that listen to the podcast.
Time out. Your folks bowl?
Yeah, they bowl.
For real?
Yeah, I don't. A bunch of my friends and family do it. Big league. They've been trying to get me to do it. I just can't because I don't like bowling that much. Damn. I don't remember the last time I bowled. It might be 5 years at this point.
See, I'm OG, bro. I love bowling. Yeah, I got my own ball and everything, bro.
Oh, they do. Yeah, everyone does in this league. They take it serious. This is like 3 or 4 years running.
When you said bowling, I'm like, whoa, what y'all do that?
I just go up to grab some drinks. I literally think that's the only time I really left my house. Though.
It's a vibe like that though, because it's like you drink, you got the food, got the music. Yeah.
Sunday I was home the whole time for the games and everything, and that was it. Just relaxed.
So you ain't want to miss this one on Sunday, huh? You was extra locked in this Sunday. Okay.
Fell asleep actually. The 3:30 game. Yeah, that was a snooze fest. I fell asleep. I think it was in the third quarter.
Trust me, you're not the only one. Me and wife, we were watching this game like. Yeah, baby, we ain't really rock with this team. We would definitely not be watching this game right now, man. Yeah, but,
I had tabs on all the other games, too.
Such is life. Oh, and then we'll also get to this. I did see Let's Go UW just put it in the super about a former Super Bowl appearance running back for the Steelers having some comments on his social media platform and stuff like that. So obviously,
did he say something else?
Yeah, this was like a recent thing, man. This was like yesterday. Yeah, or
he didn't say anything today though. I saw what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I think it was just that
asinine comment. I didn't know if he was gonna snowball that with some more asinine comments.
I haven't followed it, man. We'll tap into it though, obviously, man, because everybody has an opinion and everybody has a respect or a reaction to it. So obviously, we will follow suit with that. But start the show how we do it, baby, like we always do. Let us know where you are tuning in from, and we give those big boy shout outs to start the show off the right way, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, hit that like button too. I don't know if we said that today. You hit that like button. Bro, I'm excited, man. You know our 400th episode is coming up, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally like our next episode, bro.
Cool.
I'm excited, man. I'm happy. I've been seeing your face for 400 shows.
And hearing all my good takes.
Yes. We've lived through the good ones, the elite ones, and the unique ones. We'll call them that. Yeah, because I don't think you have bad takes, just unique takes, Yeah, but either way, it's been
I feel like my Trevor Lawrence one came back around on me.
It did, low key, man.
I kind of jumped off it though.
So does it still count if you jump off, but you were the initial?
Yeah, that still counts because I felt like my heart was in that initial take. It was just he was playing bad. But I felt like the talent was still there. I felt like what I initially saw was going to come back around.
Fair enough.
I didn't make I don't think I made like an official declaration like I'm selling this stock.
Yeah. I don't think we Jacksonville's one of the ones like that.
I just know I feel like that was a good take. It was like week 2 or something.
That. Yeah.
Lawrence versus Herbert. I was like, I can't see the difference. I feel like Lawrence is going to be that guy.
No, you said that. You definitely did, man. And even in that game, man, he was doing some things. Obviously, we'll tap into that, like I said, to start this thing out. But he definitely was doing this stuff, though, man. And I was still loving what I'm saying from ETN as well. I was like, yep.
That's a great take.
You keep doing what you know. You got that in you. You got that. I like that.
Although, we'll get into it. I guess we'll talk.
Yes, I'm saying.
I wanted to talk Najee for a second there, but I'm
sure
it'll come up.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we'll start these because I see the people tuning in. Let's get them going, and then from there, man, we'll definitely dive into all of that. Oh, and I just wanted to let you know
because TG might have been onto something. Bills look like they could have used some Najee power.
No. Actually, we're gonna talk about that too. No. That's gonna get fixed though. We ain't even tripping on that situation, baby. No. It's a promising situation up there. I'm excited. But like I said,
I want to hear your angle.
Yeah, we'll get into it. It's no angles. It's just
no. But what I'm saying is, if you turn on sports talk right now, Bills are done. Like I'm not saying they're done. This was like their best window.
Yes,
though,
I've seen
because of the Allen contract.
We've seen the narrative, and we get it. That's what you're supposed to do, right? In the heat of the moment, you give overreaction takes. How many times when Brady has lost a regular season or the season has ended and he didn't win a Super Bowl, they say what Brady is done. How many times have we heard that, and how much winning did he do since then? People gonna put the death certificate out there prematurely because they want to be right. But how many times have we seen it even with this Steelers team this season? They was writing our obituary as well, man. So, you know how I go. But let's get it going. I got the homie Richard Arbizo tapping in first from the 310 Carson, California. Officially mock draft season. Am I right? No, you're absolutely right. And with that being said, make sure everybody starts sending in those prospects too, man. Whether any of the prospects, especially draft prospects right now. But obviously, I know some of you have already sent in some of your free agent prospects as well. But whatever, send your list of players, man. moatswinners@gmail.com. It is that simple, baby. So then that way we'll start diving into these players that are going to help us keep up with this new AFC powerhouse that we got directly in our division, baby. All right, Damon Brown tuning in from the 478, Macon, Georgia, in the building. He says Jacksonville had no business losing that game. Shaking my head. Just finished my Bills pack. Shout out to Trina. Salute you, baby. I heard it was fire. I heard it was. Craig Ellis, the 717, Lancaster PA, as always. And I'm reading a lot of these to start this thing out, man. I'm going to spin it back to you. Pass that ball back. All right.
Thomas Dowdy, the 423, Irwin, Tennessee. Not too happy with Juju, SMH.
What Juju do?
There was a comment he made last week that some people may spin as a shot at the Steelers.
All right, let me hear it.
I'm gonna paraphrase it. He
I
said
feel like
something.
I already know it, but I'm just,
something along the lines of it feels good to be in the playoffs and feels good to be on the right side this time, or the side with the good team, or something like that. But
I think it was because the way I took it was because just the last year that he was there, he was with us playing that same Chiefs team, but as the visitor team, and now he's like, yo, now I'm here, but we the home team, we the Chiefs now. I didn't think it was like a.
No, I still think. Honestly, at some
you
point,
took it as a shot?
No. I think at some point he wouldn't even be opposed to coming back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I didn't think it was like
the
that.
option was open to. I don't know if it's going to be open this offseason when he's a free agent, but even like
future,
3-4 years down the line, I don't think there's any hate in his heart towards Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and I don't think knowing Juju, man, I don't think he was taking that as like a personal shot. I think he's more so just saying the literal sense of, we know what it's like to go and play in Kansas City. Not a lot of teams come out of that thing with a victory, and he went in here last year with the Steelers. Obviously, we know how that game ended. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a negative that he would say that. Nah.
We got Rod Dollars, 330, Youngstown, Ohio. Share line, baby.
Let's get it.
Brent Fox, the 214, for show.
Let's get
Dallas,
it, man.
Texas.
Salute Dallas in the house. We
also got Jesse Miller, the 276, Martinsville, VA, via 412, McKees Rocks.
Ooh, okay.
And I'll say a couple more here. Tidal Green at work at the 814 PA. Happy Monday, Moats and Deke. Hashtag here we go.
Let's go.
GB Drew, the 859, Northern Kentucky. And last one. Actually, last two. Javi Berg, the 420, 213 California. Robert Cotting, Bob from Connecticut.
Bob from Connecticut. Shout out to Bob from
He likes to be called Bob over Robert, apparently.
Salute the fact that he likes. How'd you find all this information, man?
Well, his username's Robert, and he says Bob from Connecticut.
Yeah, I guess you're right then.
I don't blame him. I'd rather be called Bob if my name was Robert. Bobby.
But we call Robert.
Huh?
I was thinking spell A.
Yeah.
But I guess people do call him Bobby, though. I don't know.
I'd rather be called Bob.
Huh?
If my name was Robert, call me Bobby.
Okay.
Like for me, my last name starts with a D, so yeah, you call me like Bobby D.
Bobby D?
That'd be a cool little name.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. If I could ever switch my name, I'm switching it to Richard. And you know why. That's just throwing it out there, bro. That's the one. I'm like, I never knew that's how you could get away with that. But when I figured that, I said, yeah, if I could ever go back and do it again, just know that would be my name. And I would only go by the nickname.
I like my name. You know, I
love my name. I love my name. And I love my nickname. But that name right there, oh, baby. Mm-hmm.
I consider it a top 10 name. It's an underrated name, Eric. It really is. Yeah. And then Deke, that's got to be like a top 5 nickname.
It's
honestly.
clean, man. It's clean. Heck yeah.
It really is.
It's clean, bro.
Yeah, I got a good nickname. I got a good name.
Let's go. Let's go.
Super chats?
Yeah, let's tap in, man.
Starting off hot here. Young Rico.
What up,
Josh
Joe?
Allen should never be put ahead of Joe Shiesty or Mahomes in any football conversation until further notice.
Okay.
Hashtag Bills are the AFC Cowboys.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Listen, man. Joe Shiesty, he like that. But that's nothing new. We already knew Joe Burrow was like that. We knew Jamar Chase was like that. All we doing is getting further confirmation on what we already know. So we ain't nothing tripping. Hey, Joe Burrow is a dope quarterback. And don't be surprised when he's back in the Super Bowl this year as well, man. Absolutely. And we know who Mahomes is, and his track record's already stand for himself. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think right now you got to have Burrow over Allen.
Yeah.
I'd still have Allen in the top 5, though, probably.
And
top 5 or 6, whatever.
And Burrow is flirting with something special now. That's all I'm saying. He flirted with something special.
Man, he's really getting a break with that Mahomes ankle.
Yeah, it ain't going to matter, though. It is not going to matter, man. You know and I know. It is not going to matter. We're going to have to deal with it.
Q, can we please talk about the Cowboys' last play?
Hey, son. There's a lot of
creativity.
Something. It was a lot of creativity.
It was something. Obviously, there's supposed to be a pitch or something after Dak made that pass.
Yeah, it was supposed to be quick, flip here, and then try to get the little hook and ladder and get the run in. But it's a tough scenario, man. It's 10 seconds left in the clock. Like, you're backed up, or not backed up, but you're not in technically Hail Mary range. Like, yeah, that's, pick a play, any play, I guess. Nah.
Yeah, that was a disaster for the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when it gets to that, it's like, yeah, it's bad. That's a bad scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorilla mode. Anyone know any good door stores? The Bills could use some new ones after getting theirs blown off.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, with Vaughn, they get it done.
Hey, man, we will never know. They went to the division round. They lost to a better team. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Like I said, there's no shame in losing in the division round, AFC Championship round, or in the Super Bowl. Once again, you got to be there to be talking. That's how I look at it, man. So for the Bills, Bengals talk, absolutely, you respect it. But anything else is kind of like, you know, it's like when teams would talk about us, Pittsburgh. And it's like, bro, y'all ain't do what we did. So, you know how that go. But all is well with them dudes.
Cal Monier, what's good, fellas? You get the packages I sent.
I haven't checked yet. I'll check again. Last time I checked, I think we got something from High Bar again. Yeah, that just came in. I will check on this package, though, from you, Kyle. Let me check on that.
Is that brewery?
No. Charlie Batch's cousin.
Oh, okay.
With the hat thing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not the brewery. No.
That place was amazing. Those seltzers were unreal.
Heck yeah, from was it over in Ohio, right across by the border.
Yeah,
heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Let's go, UW. When Dallas loses, America wins. Happy Stephen A. Smith Day. Man, I don't think I've seen an offensive line get away with constant holding more than KC.
Well, I mean, you know, referees gonna let certain things roll, man. That's how they do it. That's the human element or the human error part of it, man. But you know, every offensive line gets away with a little bit of that tuggy tug action. But you know, we just like it for it to be our squad that's getting away with it and not other teams that's getting away with it.
Google East, Moats, are the Bills the Packers of the AFC?
I mean, we can create whatever narrative we would like to create. I don't look at it like that, but you know, that's just how I look at it.
Let's go, UW. Also, Mendenhall been wilding on Twitter.
Yeah.
I need to look at this tweet. You want to talk about this?
Yeah,
now?
we'll go ahead and tap into it. Let's see what my man got. Let's see. We want to make sure we do his due diligence.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Here's what he says. Where'd it go?
If I say it was definitely up.
He's retweeting a lot of stuff.
Yo, he is active as heck.
He's active right now.
Yeah.
He really is. I had it. Where was it?
I literally saw it as well. So if
it's right here.
I was about to say, I literally just saw it before we came over here.
He says, if @_Big Ben 7 is...
Oh, quick question. Do we know if he was asked anything or what made him actually, like, start tweeting this?
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know if it was, like, a part of a thread or anything. As long as not... Yeah, if it's,
no, this is no thread.
All right, cool.
No, yeah.
That's,
you can
you know
see,
what I'm saying? That's what I was making sure. Yeah.
I can't scroll up.
Okay.
There's no comments. There's nothing
so
in front of it.
It wasn't provoked. It wasn't
just out of
asked.
nowhere.
That's what I was
Maybe
trying to make
he was watching
sure.
Any Given Sunday.
Okay, that's what I was trying to see. Yeah.
Started to think of this. He says, if @_Big Ben 7 is the leader you say he is, why hasn't he taken credit for the fall? What manager of a company goes to hide in the shadows when the results come in? We win, it's him. Lose, it's me. Or Tomlin. Huh. And then he says, Any Given Sunday, steaming, wheelie beaming.
Oh, yeah. That's a funny clip, too. He was very passionate in that joint.
What did he say? I've never seen it. I didn't click on
Any Given Sunday, yeah. Any Given Sunday is... you seen the movie or no?
I have not.
All right, so the quarterback, Willie Beeman.
Is Jamie Foxx in this?
Yeah, that's Jamie Foxx is Willie Beeman. He starts out as a backup quarterback behind, like, the super old...
Al Pacino's in this?
Yeah, he's the head coach.
I've seen clips.
LL Cool J's the running back. Got Lawrence Taylor in there. So Willie Beeman is the backup quarterback behind the wily old vet who's on his last leg. But, you know, they want him to be the guy. Guy gets hurt. Another guy gets hurt. Willie Beeman gets a chance. And he's like... the zone read athlete quarterback, don't really know a lot, but could just ball. And he gets in, he blows up, goes hot, but he lets the fan go to his head. So he's like, it was about me. I'm doing it. So it gets to the point where the team is like, nah, man, you ain't the only person that's out here. So they kind of like have this whole battle where they start not blocking for him, not protecting him because he could do it on his own. He get exposed, it get crazy, but then they all kind of get at the end, happy ending type stuff. So that's why he put that clip up there because he's like, you know, man, dang. You know, you think it's all about you. And that whole scene with the quarterback when he was flipping out, acting like when they win, it's all me. When they lose, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So, yeah.
I think this is one of the worst takes I've ever seen.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
When has Ben never not taken credit for a loss? He always takes credit.
No, I don't think he's Oh, go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, I think Ben always takes credit for the loss. I don't know where he's hiding in the shadows. When we win, it's him. Lose, it's me or Tomlin. See, I don't necessarily think this way, where I just blame all losses on Tomlin.
I was going to say, I don't feel like he's not speaking about you.
The one that
context.
Sticks out to me, though, where I'm just like, damn, I'm disappointed in how we came out, was the AFC divisional against Jaguars. That's the one where I'll like point to Tom and be like, damn, like what happened there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted some more. But outside of that, I don't think I ever really do that. I do give Ben credit for a lot of the wins and for some of the greatness he's displayed on the field, given he's a Hall of Fame quarterback and best quarterback this franchise has seen. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Has won multiple Super Bowls. I think he's earned that credit. Am I wrong? I just don't think when things go wrong, he ever hides in the shadows.
Yeah. Like you said, Mendenhall is not speaking to like the type of fan that you are and
he's not a good messenger here either.
This is the thing. So Mendenhall, like I said, he's not speaking to the type of fan that you are. You're the type of fan that, yes, you're crazy passionate about 7, and more times than not, 7 is going to get the benefit of the doubt. But I still feel like you respect like the context, and if Ben does do something negative, you still acknowledge it. It's not going to be at the forefront, but you at least acknowledge it. What Mendenhall to me is speaking on is the fans that crucify him, that make it that, hey man, you lost the Super Bowl. That's the people he's speaking on. And then when he goes and talks about how when we win it's 7, when we lose it's me or it's Coach Tomlin, because the majority of that type of fan base, and we know we got that type of fan base. Every fan base has those type of fans, but he just gets pissed off because he feels like it's more that he feels that negativity directly. Whereas if 7 does anything positive out there, he's going to get the like just abundance of love. Whereas for him, he's like, bro, I still had a dope career. I still did what I was supposed to do out here, but I had a couple of bad plays, and people act like, he's the pariah of Steelers football. You know what I mean? Or like he can't even be talked about. That's kind of how he views it. So when he says those type of things, could you choose a better platform? Absolutely. It's Twitter. We know. When you throw a comment like that on Twitter, you're talking to those same people that aren't going to respect that type of context. So it's not going to be the best situation for him. And when he brings up the Coach Tomlin part, well, how many times do we talk about how it's like, dang, they seem like they hate that man for everything that goes wrong. And if it's something that goes right, what do we say? Oh, man, it was this player that did it or that guy did it instead. It's never the coach. And I think that, once again, is what he's referring to. But like you said, the messenger isn't the best because of the history. The target in which you are trying to get your message across, certain people we say, man, if you trying to prove a point, you better pick a different target, because certain people, it doesn't matter right or wrong, you can't talk about them publicly in that fashion because they are where they are in terms of how people view them. That's also something that Mendenhall knows, but because he feels some type of way, he's trying to go against that. And it's like, bro, good luck. You know what I mean? You might as well go stand out here and talk to the wall and put all that passion out there. Because when you said that guy's name, your instant reaction was, what? I'm not even listening to anything else he has to say. It becomes null and void because of the target. And that's the part that he also has to understand. It's like, you can be valid in certain elements, but you got to choose a different way to really get that point across. Because when you say certain things at the beginning of it, as soon as you say a certain name or a certain person, the rest of your message gets cut off. It's going to be met with resistance. It's going to be met with like apprehension. Like, bro, why are you going at this guy? Because for every negative that 7 might have, it's too much positivity that he's also brought to this city, to this team, and to these fans. So when you bring up the occasional this and this and this that might be valid, it's never going to trump all the Lombardis, all of the highlight plays, all of the feel goods that he's brought to this city. And not everybody is okay with accepting that. Some people feel like when they feel wronged or when they feel passionate, they got to get it out however they get it out. But as we can see, this is not an effective method to go, man. I think it does more harm to Mendenhall than good, but I can understand it, man. When you upset or you feel wrong, man, and you don't feel like it's done the right way, you looking for anybody, or you think that this guy can take that heat off of you and he doesn't, you feel some type of way. But it's not Ben's responsibility either, man. Like, Ben's a heck of a leader, without a doubt. But it's not Ben's responsibility to take on every piece of criticism for this team. Ben has his own criticism. When we talk about Super Bowl championships, when we talk about Super Bowl MVPs, that's how Ben's criticized. Ben doesn't have to take on that criticism and then turn around and say, hey, man, I know Mendenhall had a bad play here, but don't blame him for this. Put that on me, too. Like, bro, he already got enough on him. But I feel like that's kind of what he's asking or even alluding to, so to speak, by saying when it's good, it's him. When it's not, it's me or it's Coach T. It's like, bro, he already got a ton of criticism. He getting criticized with the Bradys and the Mannings and them type of dudes, man. Mendenhall ain't got to live with that all the way.
Yeah, to me, the timing is really weird, given that I just witnessed about 90% of Steeler Nation blame all last season on Ben. So he's taken a ton of blame throughout his career. But, like, I know last year was the worst of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they blamed, just get rid of 7. Get rid of 7 after next year, or after this year, so we could have a new quarterback for next year. It's going to solve all of our problems. Obviously, it didn't. We started to gather some steam as the season went on, but yeah, that's the thing that's funny to me. Ben has gotten criticized a ton. I don't think he's ever shied away from any of it. And whenever he's addressed in, like, press conference or him doing interviews, he's taking blame for losses or bad plays and stuff. But, yeah, also, the thing with Mendenhall, just bad messenger with this. Because you were talking about, like, he had a dope career and stuff, whatever. He had the 3, like, 1,000-yard rushing seasons. It pales in comparison to what 7 did. It's just not. It's like apples to oranges. It's not even close.
Were you a part of it? Yes, Mendenhall, you were a part of it.
We went through like 7, 8 different running backs.
This is my thing.
In his tenure.
Yeah, and it's like I said, man, was he still a part of this team being successful? Yes. Was he a part of this team going to the Super Bowl? Yes. But at the same time, we all aren't created equal in terms of our role and our impact on the team. And remember, we talked about this as well when we talk about just your role. Some people are megastars. Some people are starters. Some people are role players. Some people are special teamers. Some people are taxi/practice squad. And some guys are just trying to make it. You know what I mean? Like, and you got to know where you fall in there. And depending on where you fall, that's going to also let you know who you can target when you're trying to deliver a message like this. We're not talking about criticizing a performance. I think that is different. What I do is criticize performances. I think you can do that. That's the reason why me as a former player, even you as not a player, we can all criticize them and have opinions on them. And granted, we'll take it to certain levels of validity, but we can all have those opinions. But to act as if what Mendenhall has done here should be on the same level of 7 in terms of, okay, apples to apples. When I'm successful, put me up there like how 7 is. If you bringing up my failures, bring up 7 failures, they're not in the same class. They 2 different caliber players at the NFL level. And that's the part. And I think for him, is one thing when it's an NFL player saying that message is just like that. You receive it and it's spoken because it's spoken from the heart. You know, it's pure. And it's nothing that you would ever, hey, I'll say this in your face. I won't say this behind you. Like, it's never a situation like that because it's a respect thing. But for him, he's looking for validation from social media. Social media, they're not qualified to give you that validation. For a guy like Mendenhall, you're looking for fans to say that, hey, I am this or I'm justified. And it's like, bro, they're not going to give you that because they love 7. And rightfully so, because 7 did what he did here. But to me, if Mendenhall just talked to his teammates, talked to alumni, talked to other NFL people, bro, he would not feel this way. But once again, everybody kind of goes through that thing differently in the sense of how you seek that, who you go to talk to, and where you're looking for these answers. Because it's like, yo, the people that he is speaking on live on social media, bro. Especially on Twitter. That's like the hot zone. We know that, bro. You want to get it going crazy, man, put something out there on Twitter. It's going to get real, just, But it's like, that's where he keeps going back, trying to get it to change.
What's he looking for here? I don't even know what he's looking for. Because if he's looking for appreciation for his
that's
career,
what he wants. He wants validation, appreciation. He doesn't want to be viewed as the scapegoat for losing the Super Bowl directly. That is directly it. But as I've just said, if he talks to players, he gets that validation. He keeps going to social media, though, looking for that same validation. Social media is not going to give him that validation, bro. We both know that, man. Hey, they will crucify him before they ever say anything positive to that level for what he's looking for.
Yeah, there's
especially
no point
if it's him versus
bringing
Ben.
up Ben
yeah.
when you're trying to
I'm trying
find
to tell you, bro.
appreciation for your own career.
I'm
why are you
trying to
bringing up
tell you,
Ben?
bro. That's
Because I've said it how many
with
times?
you, bro.
I think he was a really good running back
I'm
for us.
with you. But
Yeah, that fumble was terrible.
But when you go to target that guy, when you go to target 7 to deliver that message, bro, it's not going to happen. It's going to get lost, and you look like the bad guy now, man. That's what
he's directing us all in the wrong way.
That's what I'm saying. But when you are so like, yo, it's been bottled up, I'm passionate about it, I'm hurt by it, I just got to get it out, it doesn't always come out in the best way.
Well, especially in this case, because he's not even being direct about it.
Yeah.
If he's trying to be direct about that Super Bowl and like his play, like you could bring up that there were mistakes made by Ben throughout that game, and like we still had a chance to win it with the final drive. So you could bring that stuff up. Still, here's the problem though, and here's why like kind of Ben gets the benefit of the doubt when he makes mistakes, this and that, is that he made his mistakes early, and then it started.
And then he got hot afterwards.
Yeah, second half, we're starting to come back. Like this is this is like winning time.
It can't be.
We all got to clutch up.
It can't be in the winning time that you make that same mistake. You could throw 2 picks, but you throw the game-winning touchdown, no one cares. You throw one of them picks in that drive, it crucifies.
This is the drive. We're about to go up on them.
That's how it is.
Get all that momentum. Then the fumble happened with Mendenhall.
Absolutely. And because of the game, and that's the other thing. It's like, I know you brought up Ben getting crucified last season, but to be real, regular season versus you being viewed as the person that lost the Super Bowl, night and day. Especially for players. You're not tripping on a regular season where people could legitimately make the case how much of a contender we were regardless. Now, everybody's going to have an opinion on it, but
Dante Moncrief ain't
right,
losing
you see what I
sleep
mean?
right
like they ain't tripping on a regular season. Yeah, they ain't tripping on a regular season. But you trick it
Although
off.
he almost cost us the playoffs.
Yeah, but you trick one off in the Super Bowl. This is the biggest game of, as athletes, football players specifically. When you're growing up, you know Monday Night Football, you know the Super Bowl, bro. Pro Bowl, if you know, when I was growing up, obviously it was in Hawaii, so it was still a pretty big deal. But you know those things, and those are the ones you want to be in, and you do not want to make a mistake in any of those situations. So for you to feel like, man, you already made a mistake. You know you made a mistake in this Super Bowl. Then your team lost as well. But man, I talked to dudes about losing Super Bowl, and man, to hear how they talk about that thing hurting, they like, bro, they don't even talk about the love of winning the Super Bowl more than they talk about the pain from losing the Super Bowl. So you throw that as well. And then you got the crowd from social media saying that, hey, you the reason we lost because you fumbled it. So now he feels even more. And then it's like, well, man, y'all love 7. 7 ain't perfect. But it's like, bro, he's the quarterback. He's the reason. The quarterback going to get the most criticism, get the most praise because they got the toughest job out there. Not the toughest physically, but the toughest as a whole. We all understand that. We signed up to do it. We get that. I just feel like at times, though, man, some people forget that dynamic. And they feel like they can get up there and talk with them or view like they equals with them. And I think that's where you could kind of make the mistakes. And for a guy like Mendenhall, I think if somebody could get in his ear on that level, I think it would help him. But like I said, when a dude's been passionate and been sitting on it, and it's been something that he feels like always comes up postseason time or football time, it's like, it ain't gonna go away. But like I said, I just think he's going in the wrong direction, looking for that validation.
Yeah, one of the things of that game that I would bring up, I think that gets underrated, aside from the Mendenhall fumble, I think Wallace could have caught that one on 4th down, final drive. I'm being dead serious. Hit him right in the hands. It was a contested catch. I feel like you got to catch that, though, bro. We were missing Holmes. We were missing Holmes in that Super Bowl.
Wilson went out. Wilson got hurt. I remember that.
I think Sanders got hurt in that game, too.
Yeah. I remember Wilson broke the collarbone, but I was hyped because my homie, Sam Shields, he was out there. And I remember that was his rookie season. He had just switched over playing DB. He used to play a receiver and stuff. And I was like, yo, this is nuts, man. My dude and went over here. He got about to get him a ring off the break. Like, craziness.
That game disgusts me. We were on one of those Patriots type of runs.
Yeah.
From 05 to 10 right there.
Yeah.
3 Super Bowls, I think, in 5 or 6 seasons.
Yeah, man.
It didn't seem like it was ever going to stop. I'm being serious. After that 2010, I'm like, oh, we're just going to get them back.
That's how them dudes talk about it, too. That's how they talk about it, man.
I was so pissed after that game, but I'm like, dude, we're going to be so motivated next year. There's no doubt. And we had a good season the following year, 12-4, and we lost to freaking Tebow.
Yep.
Like, that team was good.
I would agree.
But
that's what we were all surprised when that happened.
We beat the Patriots in that regular season. that same season we lost to Tebow. Like, that team could have done something.
No.
It was just unfortunate because I think we like the Ravens won the division. They were 12-4. We were 12-4. They had a tiebreaker. Yeah. That's why we had to go on the road, first round of the playoffs and everything.
And that's why I know RC and all that. Yep.
People are bringing up Neil O'Donnell. They're still pissed about him from
I tell you, that's
that Super Bowl way back.
That's how
maybe him and Mendenhall need like a focus group.
But see, the thing to me though, Neil doesn't carry around the resentment publicly the way that Mendenhall does. When have we heard?
I have never even heard him speak.
That's what I'm saying. But like Mendenhall, regardless of how the message gets out, he makes sure he gets it out. But it's always the same approach: heavy-handed, directed towards 7, directed towards still a nation, and pointing fingers. And it's like, bro, you have a valid point, but the way that you're going about trying to get that message out there is not going to help you, bro. And that's one of the things with communication. Like, it doesn't matter how truthful your message is. If your delivery is off, bro, it don't matter, you know. But could be the therapy talk for me, man. So who knows? But we'll see, man. Hopefully, you know, things can get right with the homie, man. Because, you know, I don't like my Steeler Nation folk, my Steeler folk family having any type of disagreements.
Seems like he's found success off the field too after his career. Wasn't he doing some stuff with HBO and doing like movie writing and stuff?
I thought, and like I said, man, it's no comment. Yeah.
Next, Calmonier. Moats, did Ben ever have a go-to warm-up song or routine before kickoff? Or if there was anyone that you can remember that had some interesting music?
Man, interesting music. No, not for 7, man. The thing I'd always laugh at with 7 was just he had a go-to speech. I tell you that. He gonna go-to hit you with the, hey, man, we cogs on the wheel today. He gonna give you that cogs on the wheel pregame speech, and we all be looking here like, it took me forever to realize what a cog on the wheel was, because I ain't never thought about a wheel having cogs and stuff like that. I ain't tripping on. So when he first said it, I didn't know what he meant. But then I realized, like, oh, he talking about like them old school wagon wheels. You know what I'm saying? They all got them little like on the bicycle, little spokes. So I was like, okay, I get it. We all serve our purpose, and that's his go-to. He gonna say that every time, and then he just gonna whoever he want to pray. Yeah, I like when he'd call on me. Moats, you got you 7. I was like, I ain't gonna let you down, baby. I'm gonna give you my best prayer, old school South Pentecostal. Glory! You know, get the voice on for you one time. Yeah.
Who do you direct it to? God? You go Jesus, Lord?
Baby Jesus sometimes. Football Jesus.
No way.
Yeah, Steeler Jesus one time. Definitely Steeler Jesus one time.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I don't want to discriminate. Any of them guys that can help us out this weekend, you know, I'm calling on all y'all. All right? Your mama, my mama, your daddy, his daddy, you know, Virgin Mary, non-Virgin Mary, however y'all want it, like whatever it is, man, I'm here for you. But, you know, I was just going to lay it down like that, man. Yeah.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats. Suck to suck. Bills loss.
Hey, man, it's no shame in losing to a better team. I'm cool with it, baby. That's the thing, too, man. As a competitor, I just want the opportunity to compete. Once you bloody my mouth, all right, cool. I can respect it. They done bladed on my mouth. We saying it. All right, bet. They a few, you know, in terms of the teams that are capable of doing that and it being a consistent thing like that. It ain't a lot of them out there. So, yeah, Buffalo, man, they ain't tripping on that. But we all looking at them Bengals the exact same way right now. So, yeah, like I said, man, it sucks that it was Buffalo, obviously, but I'm even more so looking like, dang, but we better make sure that we buttoned up because they not going away anytime soon. And that's twice a year right now, man.
Skydiving heck. Bruh, it's now disrespectful to call Allen Big Ben.
All right.
It'd be easy for me to pile on right now, but I did say this beforehand.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said, I mean, you could see the similarities in their games, but Allen's no Big Ben. And this is no shot at Allen. I'm just more pro Big Ben.
Baby, I ain't tripping regardless.
This doesn't take away that I still think he's like a top 5 quarterback in this league. And his career is still yet to be written. It's still really early for him. So that's all. I just think it was a disappointing performance. I don't know. I feel like the Chargers and the Bills have very similar problems. They put a lot on their quarterbacks to just make some of these big plays instead of trying to set stuff up for them, like almost the Bengals did yesterday with Burrow and their offense.
Nah.
You got anything?
Oh, I mean, I could go in. I ain't know if y'all wanted to.
No, I'll keep going with the super chats.
My bad. Yeah.
Fish Momentum just got off work. How are y'all? Hashtag GNC BOGO 1 free.
Oh, buy one get one free. Get you some of that protein, baby. Get your biceps big, huh? Let's go.
I'm good. Steeler Nation on fire.
That's like that could get you like a faster way to your Brad Pitt, bro.
No, I'm good.
Because you don't get piss tested. So you ain't got to worry about, if it's like legal, if it's like legitimate or not. Like you could take that like super crazy stuff.
HGH.
Yeah. You can take all that stuff, bro. How you in here looking like a Greek god.
Hear that stuff's actually kind of good for you.
Well, that's what I've heard too. It's just with sports is frowned upon. Because we talk about competitive advantages. But,
sure.
You could just be a buff, Deke. Just, I like that. Just be a buff guy. Yeah. Just be a buff guy. Walk around.
No, I'll pass. I don't think GNC's selling any HGH like that.
Why you say that?
I don't think they do.
Why you say that?
Isn't that stuff like legal?
You say it's legal or illegal?
No, illegal. Like you got to go through back roads or something to get that.
I think if you're talking,
or
like
maybe
competition,
maybe
it's
prescription.
Competition. I know the competition element, like, but that's the other part. Like, when I think of HGH, obviously that's like the big hot name for performance enhancement. But I just think of like, even when I was playing, like, you couldn't mess with GNC like that, no way, because you was gonna piss hot. Yeah.
GNC?
Absolutely. Yes, dude.
What?
Yeah, because the thing is this.
What type of stuff are you talking about in GNC?
I mean, any of your creatines, any of your like pre-workout stuff. Yeah.
Pre-workouts?
Bro, what? There's been dudes that piss hot pre-workout. Yes.
Oh my God.
You actually, and the thing is this, you actually have to send the label in to get it cleared. And even with that, you can still piss hot because with supplements, even though they have a label that's up there, you don't have to actually include every ingredient that you put in the supplement to have it cleared to be sold at GNC. That's why a lot of people piss hot. That's why but it's a common thing. It's not a negative. It only matters with sports. Because think about it. Are you getting tested if you worked at Walmart? No. This is for people
maybe to get the job.
Right. And for people but they're testing for what? Narcotics. They're not testing for supplements. Like you can take a weight loss pill at GNC that's going to have you losing weight. You might feel good about it. You try to play a sport and you take that and you piss, man, it's a legal substance. They're going to hit you performance enhancement, PEDs. Yeah, all of that. So it's just different in terms of like what professional sports or even in like combat sports. You heard of like USADA, right? Or USADA is like big with like combat sports and testing and stuff to make sure that people aren't on different supplements. All of that type of stuff gets checked out. But that's why even with GNC, you got to be like super careful for the athletes. But you're a non-athlete, man, so you can take what you want, man. You be good, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
Man, that thing man, you'll be right in about 30 days, bro. Deke could come here in 30 days with a 12-pack. You might have like some pimples on your back. You know what I'm saying? And it might feel a little funny when your heart might be beating a little faster than normal. But other than that, you good. Just take your time when you cycle off. That's what you got to remember.
No, I'm good. I'm not taking steroids. Yeah. Definitely no way. Unless, do you consider HGH and steroids in the same vein?
Well, they're two different things.
Yeah, I thought HGH could actually be used for like the everyday person.
You use them both. Well, HGH is for the recovery element of it. The steroids is to keep you from getting tired. So the way you do it is you take the steroids before you go to work out, and then you take HGH in your recovery phase. So that way you're never feeling tired. So now instead of you working out for 30 minutes and you're like, dude, I'm tired, I got to get in shape. Now you work out for like 3 hours and you're like, bro, I can go again for 3 hours, and I can turn around and go again for another 3 hours, and you just never get tired. But when you start to cycle off of it, if you don't take your time, then you go from level 1,000 to like what us normal people are on, like level 10. And that's when you get them injuries and stuff like that as well, man.
Yeah, I'm not doing it ever. Either or, probably. Yeah, definitely not steroids. Yeah. Definitely not. And 99.9% not doing the HGH. But here's my next question.
It does serve a purpose, though. Like, it's not all... It's just for sports.
I do just... I see why I say 99.9%. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen when I get older. Because don't some people use that stuff for, like, when they get arthritis?
Yeah,
and shit,
it helps with your recovery. Or if, like, you say you got, God forbid, like, an accident, or you just, like, got hurt, broke a leg, or tore something. Well, they will give you steroids to help with your recovery. Like, it's just... Sports, we gotta hold this high standard because it's like, man, we already are elite athletes. You give me some of that, man, I go around and kill somebody. Like, seriously. Or you think about a Myles Garrett, how big he is, and you give him something that can like really enhance that, bro, you kill somebody out there. So that's why with sports is a little bit more serious. But for everybody else, man, yeah.
So what you're saying though is when people say like, "Oh, I didn't know," after they get hit with something, and they get suspended.
They definitely do. Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah.
Wait, but it sounds like you could get hit with some random stuff.
Yeah. In terms of yes. So when D-Hop, when he said he didn't know, that's when we came on the show.
Could be what I'm saying. At least it could be believable in a way.
Absolutely. Certain people we know it's like, bro, no, you were like, we know. Others is like, no, I get why you said what you said, but it's more of the can you believe a guy or not? And that's why for the NFL though. But that's why for the NFL they just literally have it as I'm not taking your word or not. If you test hot, you test hot. We got these
4-game suspension, 6-game suspension.
We got this in place. You can check it over here. It's still no guarantee. And they say that. They say, look, you can test it all you want. There is no guarantee. We could even say everything looks good on this label. But if your piss is hot, it's over. Like, yeah.
We got Steeler Nation on fire.
Shout out to Official Momentum. Only he can get us in here talking about steroids and HGH. They gonna probably think I was doping up, bro. Nah, you ain't gonna think I was doping up. My biceps is all natural, baby. You see what them biceps, big pop a pump in this joint when I was out. You know what I'm saying? I'm washed now, though, Deke. Don't worry about me.
Wait. I had this question pop up in my mind over the weekend. No, I did not
ever use steroids, and no, I don't know. I don't know anybody, but technically I did.
The random drug tests throughout the season, are they testing for weed at all?
No. Random drug tests during the season is for steroids, PEDs only.
That's what I thought.
The only time you get tested for weed is once a year, either the last week of OTAs or the first week of training camp.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me that.
You are an addict. Yes, it is that simple. It is no way you should ever fail the drug test. And now they've changed it. They've even like bumped the threshold up so high now that you're not gonna ever fail that test.
Free Martavis.
Yeah, free Martavis. But
no, I'm saying free him.
Free Martavis. Yeah,
get him back in the league.
I mean, he's been working out. He's XFL right now. We'll see what he does. And that's about to start up. They started practices. Yeah, that's about to start up. So we're gonna see it. If you can't beat the stiffs, you are a stiff. R.I.P. to my man Tunch Ilkin. That's what he would say. So before we talk about him making a return, he should look dominant in the XFL.
Steeler Nation on fire. What do you do if you're the 49ers about the QB situation?
Well, it's really, I know they said that Garoppolo has a chance to return, but I just think it's just a chance. You got to see what he looks like in practice and stuff like that. But obviously, you got a hot hand right now in Brock Purdy. He's 7 games in a row.
Their offense got better with him.
I just look at it like this, man. I don't think when it's postseason time, man, and your team is clicking the way that it is, unless it's a forced injury, I don't think you do anything to rock the rhythm. It's all about the team feeling hot. They're playing fast. They're confident. They trust each other. This isn't a scenario where they were just getting by with Brock Purdy. Brock has done some really good things out there. So, yeah, I think you still roll with that. And it's not a long-term issue, no way, because Garoppolo was only back for this season. He's hitting the market unrestricted anyways. The real question becomes what they do with Trey Lance. Do you bet the house on Brock Purdy? Or do you still believe in Trey Lance, who we never got a chance to really see all the way? I think that's going to be what the Niners really have to decide on. But, yeah, the whole Jimmy G situation, yeah, I don't think that's something that's going to really be a tough decision for the Niners. You ride the hot hand. He's won 7 in a row, and he's winning in the postseason. You're talking about potentially making that switch in the Super Bowl? Nah, I think that's a no-brainer. What about you, though?
Dude, that's your guy, Jimmy G.
Yeah, but this is not like Purdy was only here for like 2 games. It wasn't like the Nick Foles situation where he came in for the last regular season game and a couple postseason games. We talking about 7 games in a row now. Like it's 7 games. The same way we said 7-2 down the stretch for the Steelers was enough for us to say Matt Canada should stay here, enough for us to feel highly optimistic about Kenny Pickett. I'm sure in San Fran, they looking at them 7 games the same, and they saying even more so. Because, people, when they try to hate on Kenny, they say, what, man, the competition wasn't like that, man. You saw some of the teams he got to play against. You can't even say that for Brock. Brock doing this in the postseason. So, yeah, I don't think that's a conversation, really. I think media might bring it up. But if I'm a football player, if I'm on the Niners, from beginning of the season to where we are right now, I'm looking at you crazy. If Purdy takes us to the Super Bowl, that'd be 8 games in a row that he done won now. Against quality opponents as well. And you talk about we're going to make
He's not available this week? Jimmy G's not available this week?
This is the first. They say he might start being available. But this is your first week back from an injury. You're never available your first week back from the injury. And especially in a scenario like this, it's like, nah. I personally don't think it's conversation.
I don't think it is either. The offense got better with Purdy in there. Like, they showed the stats in the game yesterday, like, by a decent margin, too. Like, the yards, the points per game, everything went up with Purdy. So stick with him. He's playing good.
Nah.
Steeler. Oh, no. That's the one I just read. Next one. Skydiving hat. Smoking that Bills pack because of the dirty hits on KP8.
Ooh.
He didn't forget.
I like it, man. It is all good, baby. It is all good.
Fish Momentum. Easy E and Moats call me Mo or Maurice. So no more Fish Momentum.
Oh. Okay.
Damn.
Easy E.
That's what he's calling me.
You want to call him Mo?
He wants to be called Mo or Maurice.
Should he have to change his name from Official Momentum then to Official Mo? Because at least with Jacob, he changes his name. Like, we know when he's pro Deontay and when he's against Deontay. We know when Big Noriega is hating on Kenny publicly or hating on Kenny with his side alias. You know what I mean? When he switches his names up. We know that. Everybody got their thing.
I'll try to call you Maurice the rest of the show.
There we go. If you say Maurice, I'm going to call you Mo. So we tap on both sides. Yeah.
Stephon Griffin, how'd you and Deke meet? Also, trade 18.
I think we about to have that clip put up, man. I'm actually getting that nostalgic clip finished up so that way you will be able to find that how me and Deke met, man, because it's something that we do get asked a good amount, and it's a dope story. We told it perfectly one time, and we caught it on vid. So we don't want to do it any lack of justice. But long story short, man, a mutual friend, a fluky situation, and a cracked phone. And the rest was history. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't remember the cracked phone.
Yeah, your screen wasn't pretty.
That's probably true.
Yeah, it was. But I could look at the pictures, and yeah, I remember the fluky part of the meeting. Yeah, we ain't supposed to meet, but you're there. And it was just like match made in heaven.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Damon Brown.
Some people say love at first sight.
I don't know about that.
Also, your trade 18, how you feel about that part?
You know what? I've been looking into this. I really have. So there's this thing that does not get talked about enough.
Okay.
You automatically think if you trade a guy, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're clearing all of their cap hit.
Correct.
For whatever reason, that's not what happens.
Correct.
So if
it's got to be
I don't know,
communicated both parties.
I don't know what exactly happened. There's numbers online on overthecap.com that if Deontay's traded before June 1st,
yes,
we still have to take on a certain portion of dead cap.
Yeah.
And
because you could determine it pre versus post and all that.
Yeah, there's a June 1st that's after, which is a lot less. But right now, if we were to trade him before the draft, around draft time, whatever, we would have to take on $11 million of dead cap.
Yeah.
Whereas cap hit is $16 million.
Yeah.
I think it comes out to like 4.5 something in savings by us making the trade.
The way that we are is the similar situation the Cowboys with Zeke. Like, it's almost like identical in terms of what we would save versus dead money versus like the actual like value on it. It doesn't make a lot of sense in that vein if it's just a cut and dry move, unless you can get a team to really like take on that portion of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how it exactly works, but why it still weirdly makes sense to me to make the trade is you're still getting $4.5 million in cap space that you could use to sign like a Terrell Edmonds, and you'd presumably be getting a pick back in the second or third round.
But so you lose arguably your number 2
right,
receiver.
You're obviously drafting like this only works if you're getting one of the top guys in the draft in terms of receiver, like a Jordan Addison.
Yeah,
that's how it works, because then you don't got to worry about Deontay's cap hit next year. Like this is it's like this forward thinking type of thing where.
But you got to get it right though.
You got to get it right.
That's the thing.
You got to get it right. I don't think this is really a Steeler type of move.
I feel like if the Steelers are picking higher, or excuse me,
if we knew we were getting Addison, I think you'd do it. I would be fine with doing it.
I just don't think it's a guarantee where we're at right now. And obviously, we'll see what his combine and pro day looks like. That'll determine how further, like how high up he goes versus how late he goes.
We want him to run bad times.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. We'll see what our philosophy is, because you got both mindsets, right? When you talk about, you know, winning in the NFL, some people think you have to have just receiver, score points. Some people feel you got to win in the trenches. You look at some of these teams this weekend, trenches did matter. You know what I mean? And that's the part where it's like, I don't know, man. I know the Jordan Addison is very exciting, but I could definitely see why the team would still say bump that. We need to make sure we're solid in these trenches, because the teams that are the ones that are able to get about these stadiums right now, especially when you talk playoff football.
I feel like we could still focus on the trenches if we make the swap Deontay for Addison.
Yes.
But if we keep Deontay and draft Addison, then you could see our priorities have shifted a little bit. Fish momentum. Or no. Damon Brown, sorry. Draft Christian Gonzalez at 17. We need that CB.
Yeah, man. I've seen Gonzalez. People like him. It was also a cat. It's another dude.
People like Ringo from Georgia,
Yeah,
too.
that was the other name. Yeah, it's a handful of them dudes around where with Lil JJ, Joey Porter Jr. as well, man. It's probably like 4 or 5 of them dudes that are kind of in that similar thing. Obviously, we'll start breaking down that tape. Like I said, send those player prospects into Moats Winners, not winters, winners. Like, we're winners. We're all winners. Moatswinners at gmail.com, man. So I start tapping in, getting these player prospects broken down, man. And then from there, man, we start letting y'all know who's nice, who not so nice, who can help us right now, who might be a little more of a project as well.
Fish momentum, you see Mendenhall called out Big Ben. Well, I called him a fish momentum, not Maurice there. I already botched it up. Sorry, bro.
Come on, Mo. Official Mo.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yes.
He probably already saw that we talked about it, too. If he's still in the house. Yeah, he's still in the house in the chat. So
shout out to Official Mo.
Chilla21. My guys, Ike Taylor said on our show he's going to be scouting for the Steelers. Mm-hmm. Knowing his position, is that a sign we're going to draft his position? No, I just think we might be better at drafting at that position now going forward. Better at scouting.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Ike T. I know he's worked or been around the team in some of that stuff when he first retired. So if, like I said, I don't know the official capacity, but no, it definitely doesn't hurt to have a guy like Ike. I mean, I trust his eyes. And that's the thing too, man. When you talk about scouting, man, when you're able to get certain players that have done it, maybe they don't always make the best coach. And I do believe that in terms of, like, not every player is built to coach, but in the sense of just identifying talent, that is something that I do feel a lot of guys at this level do have a good eye on, because number one, you either know from personal experiences of what you could do, or also the people that you competed against and what things were challenging to you. And for Ike is going to be able to identify certain things that a corner can do that I won't be able to identify on that level, because you know, that's his position. No different than when I'm talking about outside linebacker. I can't talk about them outside linebackers where I can talk about them, because it's just certain intimate details and knowledge that I know about that position that he doesn't. But, you know, as a whole, man, I definitely think that Ike is going to be dope in that realm, man. I'm happy for him, too, man. Shout out to my dog, man.
Maurice says ambition at Rivers Casino, February 10th.
I
thought it was February 13th.
I thought the same, but, you know.
Maybe he's got 2 dates.
He might be going back. That's Valentine's weekend for the lovers out there, too.
He says hashtag Moats and Deke, hashtag TG.
Hey, man, you go to an Ambition concert Valentine's weekend, somebody definitely going to get pregnant, bro. All right.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe they'll be calling their kids Ambition.
Ooh, or Lil Deke.
Yeah. Q, sent you an email with prospects, Moats.
That's what I'm talking about. Q, shout out to you, baby. Appreciate it. Because I was definitely, like, after the game was over, like, I'm weird. Like, my grieving process and my, like, mourning process is real, like, weird. It doesn't, like, take a long time for me to, like, get up out of it, if that makes sense. But, like, when I'm in it, it's, like, the worst feeling ever, but it might last for, like, 2 minutes. So, like, when the game ended, I was sad. No different when the Steelers season ended, I was sad. But then I just instantly go to, like, all right, let's get these draft picks going, man. Let's get this prospect going. Let's get this rolling. And, yeah, that's kind of where I went with this thing, man. You know, so I'm ready to talk these draft prospects, man. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie, Deke. I was busy this weekend, bro. I started doing all type of stuff, man.
Nice.
You ever just be busy and just start doing stuff, Deke?
Happens.
It be happening like that, bro. It be happening.
Working hard?
Having too much
fun? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe it's hard work. Maybe it's too much fun. Maybe I just be doing stuff. I don't know, D. But I was having fun this weekend, bro.
It's good.
I don't know. I need to get my life in order, bro. I got to get more buttoned up, man. I just be out here just living.
I think you got it taken care of.
No, man. Deke, I don't think you understand, Deke. It was just time. I was like, bro, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing stuff. Just having fun. But I'm just doing stuff. Yeah, it's crazy like that, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's craziness. But I guess I will take the time to say I did do something else, though. Oh, Joshua, see, now, why you got to do that to me, Joshua? Josh said, I'm prospecting for the Bills. See. I was just trying to be nice. Why y'all want? Everybody just keep.
What's your prospects on Tremaine Edmonds' last game?
Oh no, we could talk about it. But see, this is what I was going to say. Because of some of the support and some of the like backlash that I was receiving last week with the Bills stuff, I was nervous to talk Bills here. So I had went and just created like a separate channel for Bills stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna just talk Bills stuff on that channel, and then that way I don't have to worry about any non-Bill support on this channel to kind of just, you know what I'm saying, make it easier on me. So I had
Wait, this actually happened?
It did. So you know how like technically this
you shouldn't have said anything. We're gonna infiltrate it now.
I know, man. I know. Don't infiltrate. I ain't even gonna drop the name. Don't infiltrate. Y'all stay over here. All right. Steelers is on this one. Okay. Bills was on the other one. All right. That's what I'm at with. I said, oh, no. Y'all want to talk Bills? Or y'all going to have to ask for that content over here. No. I'm good. This is the Steelers channel. We talk Steelers over here, man. So, yeah. That's why I was at with it, man. Yo, yeah, man. But, yeah. Y'all keep that. Yeah, Steelers still on this side, man. Yeah, it was just, I was feeling uncomfortable, man.
Leo Warren saying, what's the channel called?
No, nothing. No comment.
You could have posted a video or something yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? It's no comment. How about it's like your band name? You ain't gonna drop your band name? I ain't dropping the Bills page name just yet. All right, I'm gonna keep it over there with my Bills people. Okay, I'm figure out how to like privately talk to my Bills people and promote it privately for my Bills folk and keep y'all still fuck over here. All right, I ain't figured out how to properly channel that just yet. But when I figure that out, then I'm gonna tell y'all the name. But until then, nope, no, this is still his channel. So I'm gonna keep my Bills prospects on the Bills channel. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
This is great.
He said Moats Mafia.
Official Momentum just randomly says, "I'll take a bullet for Moats and Deke."
God dang.
Thanks, bro.
Bro,
you don't need to do that, but thank you.
Yeah, please don't do that.
We got some real ones here. Wait, is there anyone else in the chat that would do that? Because this might make Official Momentum the top dog.
The most top dog of most top dogs. If that, holy some hey, bro, wait a minute. I need to hear this, man. Yeah. We waited to see because we get some people saying I'm cheating on them right now. They're saying I'm splitting up. See? Yeah, I'm splitting up.
They're saying don't call it space talk. That's already taken.
Oh, wow. We putting snakes in the ground. We claiming it. Yo, this is our name. They said the Arthur Musk expands with the mafia.
They're saying hell no for the bullet call.
No
bullet. On fire. Hell no.
Oh.
Tito Whitaker, nope.
We got Chilla _21 and NSM99. NSMC99 says I'll take 2, and Chilla _2 says I'll take a grenade for you.
Gorilla Mode said he'd take a nuke. So actually, we do got some real ones.
Shout out. Eric J said he's putting on the vest right now. DD Smalls, David Dupree says he'll take one in the leg for us. We'll take a leg shot. Okay. Salute. Simon Varndale says he'll take one. We like the fact that y'all really bout that, but y'all ain't got to be like that, man. We don't want no violence, man. This is non-violence.
Cosmo5 says, I'd give Deke my wife.
Might not get her back. What to say? This Deke we talk about, man. That taco meat, man. You better be careful. The Deke Diggler. He got a lot of names out here, all right? Yeah.
Shawty Bill says, I'll take a Grace.
Oh, okay. Respect. Nah, we appreciate that. From the heart. We not going to ever find out, hopefully, if y'all are serious or not. We don't ever want to come to that.
Donald Copeland saying Official Momentum got to prove it.
No, he don't. No. No, he don't. I promise you ain't got to prove it. I promise. Yeah. We ain't proving none of this. All right? Yeah. In fact, let's just keep rolling, man. Yeah.
Wow, Bill's channel. You might need to find Bill's Deke, huh?
I'm scared. See, now y'all making it too weird. Y'all making it too weird now, man. Why's it got to be a Bill's Deke? Why? It's just, it's some Bills content that's going to be floating around. And I just want to make sure that I'm putting it in a place so the Steelers fans don't have to attack it. I just want to be able to put it out there in a safe space. I don't feel like this is a safe space on this channel. It does not feel safe, Deke. Deke, I dropped the vlog this weekend, Deke. We dropped the Bills vlog this weekend, Deke.
Oh, is this what sparked everything?
No, this is not what sparked everything. But it just so happened it was like the time and everything. I was like, dang, yeah, this is not this hot zone right now. And then I was realized like I got a lot of like this content that's coming up from the past weekend. But I was like, man, this feels vibes weird at times, man. I just feeling attacked, and I just don't. I want to make sure we all can get along. And it's like if you had, I don't even know. Yeah, you wouldn't have this, cause you just got one wife. You're good. I only have one wife. I just want to throw that out there as well. But in football terms, like I said, I'm a polygamist. Only with football.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, it happens.
It was I didn't choose that path. It chose me. I promise. Okay, everybody gets it chooses you. It chose me. But that's all, man. But I just felt like it was appropriate to just bring it up because I could feel that heat coming up on me.
Thanks for letting us know.
You know what I'm saying? But as long as it's asked, I'll drop anything y'all need. But it has to be asked. I just don't want to come up here and be like, hey, man, let me talk about your main albums real quick. I give you a whole breakdown.
I know I'm good. I know I ain't
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like,
but maybe the chat will. I don't know.
Yeah, but if y'all want update, then I got you. But otherwise, so we can keep the thing still over here, baby. Yeah.
Channel names. What could they be? Buffalo Moats.
Oh.
You could just go classic. Arthur Moats 2.
Oh. Well, what's this channel? It's 55 though, right? Yeah.
No, but it pops up like Arthur Moats.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Is the name? Is that the tag at Arthur Moats 55?
I think for this channel on YouTube.
Yeah, because they recently started doing tags on YouTube now with ads and stuff.
Yeah.
People were talking about like jump through the table.
I like the most Mafia. That's when I seen. I was like, that's clean, bro. That is very clean, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That's very clean.
No safe tables.
Oh no!
They're saying that's the podcast name forever there with fake Deke, with Buffalo Deke. Zeke. I'm sorry, Zeke makes sense.
I'll call him Beak because he has. I want a B name for whoever. Yeah, I need a B name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the most Mafia though, man.
Moats Madness.
Oh, now let me find out the Steelers channel is helping contribute to the name for the Bills podcast, the Bills channel. Let me find out.
They're saying you're gonna have a official momentum. Saying you're gonna have a high profile second chair. Arthur Moats experience with Josh Allen.
Oh.
Buffalo Zeke.
Oh,
I think that's
the Buffalo Zeke is kind of. I do kind of like it. I like the Buffalo Zeke though. He got to wear Zubaz though. He got to wear the Zubaz. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a whole different world
Y'all
over there.
Crazy, man. See, we're not doing this, man. We're not doing this. We talking Steelers over here. All right, we're gonna worry about that on that channel.
Josh Welling says called the Choke Dynasty podcast.
You see, you call whatever you want. And see, we ain't gotta worry about it. Cause on that channel over there, we ain't gotta worry about any of that, man. So yeah. The 716. I like that too. That could cook. Shout out to Diddy Smalls on the recommendation. That could definitely cook, man. But like I said, man, it's just the way that y'all did. I be nervous, man. I'm nervous. I wonder. My Bruce Smith ain't come in yet. I really wonder where my Bruce Smith. I saw Jacob Melissa. He's like, yo, Moats, where your Bills jersey at? You ain't slick. I really wanted.
You got a throwback coming in.
Yeah, it was in here yet. So that's why I was like, I tell you, we was gonna wear the red because me and baby girl, we got the J's. I want to wear a jersey. And I ain't gonna wear my jersey because I still feel like weird wearing my jersey. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, man. I wear it on a different day.
Okay.
Yeah. But let's do this thing, man. Let's have some fun. More fun.
Maurice says Deke needs to be a special guest.
Deke gonna kill us on that. Deke can't be on that.
I don't know what I think he's talking about something else.
He got to be talking about something else. I was saying,
yeah. That comment. Special guest for what? What was it? Oh,
Ambition
show.
That's it. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I think I declined the guest invite. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, yeah. For both,
huh?
For both, or just for Ambition?
Both. Unless whenever the Bills are playing the Steelers and you want a Steelers perspective on the show.
Yeah.
I'll let you know what's about to be coming.
I'll find somebody a little less heavy-handed. How about that?
Fun 6,000. Dunlap calls us the AFC Cowboys. Almost jumped off my roof. What? Why are we being called the AFC Cowboys? This is like a whole new thing that we got going here.
And I was so confused too when he said Dunlap. I definitely was thinking Carlos. I'm like, bro, what Carlos from the Bing? I'm like, bro, you talking smack too? He's got to be from the fan. Definitely from the fan. Yeah. Why would he call us the Cowboy? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to hear the context.
I'm probably just saying like we're under delivering, but we got a whole new era now. It's really hard to say that about this team right now.
Yeah.
Phantom TV. I think it's safe to say the AFC Championship is going to show us who the real best QB in the NFL is currently.
Yeah. I mean, Cincinnati people probably already think that. They didn't beat Kansas City, 3 in a row right now? Yeah.
Yeah, Burrow's 3-0 against Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mahomes has this ankle excuse, but no one's really going to want to hear that.
Not at all.
It actually...
It's legitimate, though.
Wait, it is. It is. Speaking of this Mahomes injury, though, I'm already tired of this because... all of a sudden, everyone, the people covering the game, the announcer, wasn't it Collinsworth calling the game? Social media, all these clowns, the fake NFL media, all this, just losing it over Mahomes winning with this high ankle sprain.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Big Ben is going into all these seasons banged up somehow, some way, but also, he was dealing with the same stuff many times throughout his career. Ankle, I think he led us to a Super Bowl. That was the Packers Super Bowl run. He had something wrong with his ankle. Broke his nose and the game came back. I just don't remember this type of attention for Big Ben, and it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
Man, you sound like Mendenhall. Sound like you need some attention over here, man. You looking for the wrong place to get that attention, man.
I'm saying...
you in the wrong place, man.
I'm saying the underrated Big Ben deserved more respect throughout his career.
You hollering over here to the wrong people over here, man.
It's a damn shame. It really is.
We talking about Mahomes and his ankle. His ankle is important. This is Mahomes.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're just forgetting that Big Ben went into Denver.
That's cool.
No fly zone, no AB.
It was regular
basically
season, though?
Shoulder.
Regular season? Or are you talking about postseason?
Yeah, I am talking about postseason. No AB.
Yeah.
Shoulder falling off his arm.
Hey, it's Mahomes.
Denver, no fly zone.
We talking about Mahomes, man.
What about him?
It's Mahomes we talking about.
He's good, and I respect it. I like that stuff. Yeah. It's just that it's a shame that Big Ben couldn't get this type of respect throughout his career. It's a damn shame. It's a real damn shame.
He want Mahomes, man.
What do you mean?
He ain't done what Mahomes did so far.
Mahomes is good, but
I'm just talking in Mahomes' start so far.
Ben's good too.
Yeah, I'm just saying both
They're
starts.
both elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't got the full sample size for Mahomes just yet, but just full body where he's at versus where 7 was at during that time. I think that's why Mahomes get that type of extra. That's all.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Big Ben over Mahomes. We got Steeler Nation on... Wait, what am I doing? I'm reading old ones here.
Hold on. I think we should.
I'm reading old ones. Hold on.
Because you just did fandom. Yeah, we should be... Was it Flavio?
I got it. Flavio. Gutierrez. Is Purdy better than Pickett?
Whoa,
no.
We're going to talk. We'll talk, though.
No.
You want to talk about it now? You want to wait?
It don't matter. We can wait.
Yeah, we wait on it. We'll get on it. We'll get to it.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats. Most of the teams in the AFC North already pay a bunch of their other guys except quarterback. I don't know what he's referring to, but he's right because Burrow's up for a huge contract. Lamar Jackson's up for a huge contract.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson got his $48 million deal, whatever it was. So maybe he's saying, and I agree with him, like things should be changing in terms of their roster construction as years go by.
Well, yeah, roster-wise, yeah. But you still got to deal with those people. It's like when we had 7. We know what that's like. We don't care who else you got out there with them. As long as you got that guy, you got a chance. Yeah.
Steeler Nation on fire. Oh, no, that's what I just read. Jonathan Morgan. The world is talking about the Bengals and their future of being monsters, but a Mitch-led Steelers team beat them in overtime and split the AFC North matchups this year. AFC North will always be competitive inside the walls.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. Got to watch out for us, too.
I'm with it, man.
Yeah, they're going on a nice run. Burrow's really good. It's just, I feel like we got a lot of untapped potential here, too. And he's right. We beat the Bengals in week 1. Granted, that was a rusty Joe Burrow. But the second time we played them, we were there right with them the whole time. We just need to fortify our defense a little bit because that's the thing that let us down, I think, in that game. We saw flashes from the offense. We dropped 30 points. So I think they're going to be fun matchups. I think we're going to be right in the mix, man. Like I think our defense is going to be really good next year. If we make all the right moves in free agency and in the draft, Pickett, this young offense, they'll be fine. Next, Vincent Martinez. Of course, Benedict O'Donnell doesn't say anything publicly. He bolted to the Jets the next season after his acts of treason during the Super Bowl.
Y'all call that man Benedict O'Donnell? Jesus.
Maurice, you can say official momentum too.
Is he
whatever.
really hated? Is Neil O'Donnell hated or not?
I could see it. I mean, I was like, 3 at the time when the Super Bowl happened. But no, I could see it. He threw like two picks in that Super Bowl.
Yeah. What's Neil O'Donnell viewed like here?
He was actually good.
So like, y'all love him, or
he was like a Mendenhall? Actually, he was good. Okay. No. I don't. Well, before that, I don't know. I have no clue. But yeah, after that game, it was basically the same thing. Gotcha. Hated. Maybe they have some bad feelings about him going to the Jets too, because I'm sure that Super Bowl year was one of O'Donnell's better years.
Okay.
And then he probably cashed in on it in the offseason.
To go to the Jets.
So he loses the Super Bowl, and then he goes somewhere else. And I think that's when we made the switch to Stewart. Yo, Young. How much will Tremaine get with Roquan getting 100?
If Roquan got 100, Tremaine probably get a little less, but he's still going to get good money, though. That's the other thing. I know, that's the other thing, man. People will do the let's go and hot take it, man. Now this player sucks because of a game. It's like, nah. He's still going to get paid. He's still going to be a dope player wherever he ends up. It's just a bad game, But I don't think he'll get over what Roquan got. Roquan's just a better player. But Tremaine is definitely going to get paid, though, without a doubt.
Let's go, UW. So hear me out on this hypothetical what if. In the third round or fourth, we take Hooker from Tennessee. He's going to sit a year because of his ACO, and it gives insurance if KP keeps taking this much punishment. I like the idea. I don't know if I want to use a third or fourth round pick on him. I really like the idea, though.
Well, and also we would still need to figure out our backup quarterback situation for this year, since he would still be recovering, because he tore that ACL late. Was it November?
Yeah, it was really late.
It was late when he tore it.
It was one of his last games.
Yeah. So that still wouldn't address our backup quarterback situation right now.
Stephon Griffin. Would Dan Moore or Chooks pancake Prime Moats?
Yes. I don't compete against any of the guys that are currently playing, man. So even if in my prime, they could all get me, because they still doing it right now. I don't like do that with them folk, man. I salute all the young dudes, man. I like the young players, bro. I'm with them, man. They all nice.
Sean McCartney. How do you feel about people comparing Kenny to Purdy? I'm not saying Purdy is bad, but I feel like he's overhyped. As in, he wouldn't find as much success other than with the 49ers. I don't know, but what do you think?
How you feel about that, man?
Yes and no. Well, yeah, Pickett over Purdy, for sure. That's a definitive in my book. But in terms of Purdy, no, I actually really like what I'm seeing. He's stepping up. Like, he's looking as cool as a cucumber out there. You would have thought that he folded by now, but that's not the case. They are winning with him, not in spite of him. Yep. And as I mentioned, once they moved off Jimmy G, the offense got better. And he's showing up in these playoff games. Now, it's not perfect. There's a pass or two that's like borderline pickable and whatnot, but no, he's making plays. Yeah. That George Kittle play was kind of nice. Scrambling out to the left and then hits him, Kittle one hand. That was a nice catch in and of itself. But no, I think Purdy's good. I don't – for his rookie season, yeah, it works with the 49ers because of how they have it set up out there. But sometimes I just feel like you have it or you don't, And he seems like one of those guys that does have it. Yeah, man. Obviously because of how everything is played out this season, and with one guy being the only quarterback drafted in the first round, the other guy being the last pick in the draft, the natural comparisons are going to pop up. I've even seen people, was it Brady? He said something like, you either prove them right or you either prove them wrong or you prove them right or whatever. And obviously that's one of the things for the late round guys, man, that just, when you carry that chip on your shoulder. Purdy definitely has the feel-good story. I do think that the system has benefited him. I know people bring up the statistics, and that's cool. I do think a lot of that is benefiting from just the run-out-the-catch ability that offense plays with. No different if it was going to be Jimmy G out there. I think that's going to reflect that. But Purdy, he's doing a good job, man. He protects the ball. That's the big thing I like about him. And he just understands what they're asking him to do. I think that's another thing when you talk about why a guy can play with confidence, why a guy can have moxie, why a guy can
execute certain tasks, if he's comfortable with what they're asking, and I think that he's really comfortable with that, I think that's why it shows up like that. I don't think it's fair to say that he couldn't do this in another system or with another team, because I still think he is talented. But like I said, we got to see, But right now, he's putting together a dope situation for himself, though, in terms of how he's expanded it. Now with Kenny, I think Kenny's situation was tougher because of the pieces around him were a lot younger. Were all in the same phase of more so trying to prove. Whereas when you talk about San Fran, that's already a machine. It's already a Deebo Samuels. He's not trying to figure out who he is. We know who Deebo is. Christian McCaffrey, we're not trying to figure out Christian McCaffrey. We know who he is. Trent Williams, we know who he is. When you talk Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, we know who these type of guys are. Bosa, right? Whereas I think for us in Pittsburgh, Deontay, are you the franchise wide receiver? Are you a wide receiver one? Are you a high end number two? George Pickens, all right, is he ready to be the guy? Are we slow playing it? What's going on? All right, running game. Are we getting Najee the bruiser, or are we getting Najee the dancer?
Yeah, they traded for Christian.
You see what I mean? Like, yeah,
like
it's just it's night and day. I think in terms of their situation.
And Mitchell was good too. Already.
That's what I'm saying. So with that, I just think that when you're comparing both of them, they're very different in terms of what they're being asked to do. I think Kenny had to take in a tougher situation because of the uncertainty and with the lack of a proven coordinator, whereas I think Purdy has had a better situation, but I think the stakes have been a lot higher for him because of him taking over when he did late in the year, them trying to get the 1 seed, and then obviously playoffs. We know it's playoffs. It's win or go home. And if I remember correctly, they weren't the 1 seed. So it's like they've had to, and he has had to live this life of, number one, not crashing the car that y'all just gave him with all these pieces. Number two, not getting eliminated in the first round. Number three, beating a Dallas team that on paper had put together a ton. Absolutely a dope defense. So it's like we're seeing the situations that he's been put in. So even though he has more talent, I do feel like he's had more pressure in some of these. But for both of the quarterbacks, I think that they're both equally impressive to me. I just think that the way people are going to spin it, and it just depends on who they're a fan of, you'll hear them either raise up Brock because of him being a later pick. That'd be something that I think when they really started to talk about those two guys, oh man, well, Brock was the later guy's last pick, so he's got to be the better dude because of this and this and this. I don't think that's fair. I think both of these dudes are like good players in their own right. But yeah, I don't know, man. I would want to see both of them full season, start to finish. Like, that's what I want to see before I'm like definitively, oh, this guy over that guy, because both situations are dope. Both players have shown some dope stuff. Both players have been challenged in certain areas, but at the same time, both players have been protected in certain areas as well in terms of what the play calling and stuff like that. But to me, I want to see long, like, start to finish. Can you be week one starter and now take it from there? Because both of these guys have come in mid-season or during the season. Both guys have come in without it really being custom for them. You know what I mean? And that's the other part is like, all right, well, we know defenses will start getting more film on you. During the regular season, yes, they do that. Postseason, yes, they do that. But it's different when they got a full off season where they can really sit down in full sample size. Not, I'm preparing for a game this week and you're out here, let me try to hurry up and see what I can see on you. Nah, it's night and day when you're talking in season versus off season. So that's the other part, like I said, I want to see with them, man. But yeah, I definitely think that they've proven to be the best two this year in terms of that rookie class of quarterbacks. I think we could agree with that.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
There's no question. Yeah, I just feel like Pickett had a tougher hand dealt whenever he came in. We were really struggling. And when did he come in? What were we? Were we 1-3 or 1-4?
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, so it was banged up. So let's just, in essence, say, all right, we had the bye. We were 2-6. Mm-hmm. Got to turn it around, and he really did. I mean, he improved his play a ton. Mm-hmm. Team got better and better as we went on. With Purdy, I just felt like it was made for him to go in. Like, just don't mess it up. And granted, I think he's played better than any of us would have thought.
I would agree.
Both had pressure in different ways. Pickett was like, dude, we got to win every game here on out to even have a potential for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Whereas with Purdy, it's like, don't rock this boat. We got a really good team. And then for him, it's just got elevated because now he's actually in the playoffs. He's in the wild card. He's in the divisionals. Yeah. But with Pickett, I mean, we had some type of simulation of that going up against the Ravens, the Raiders, must-win game, and final drive type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Pickett just had less, and he made more with it here in the Steelers and turning around an offense that was ranked 31st, 32nd in a bunch of categories, whereas 49ers, they were humming with Jimmy G. Now, as I said, I give Purdy credit. Yeah. I give Purdy credit because I would take him over Jimmy G, and that's what I was talking about with the whole quarterback situation, whether they want to make the switch in the NFC Championship if they go to the Super Bowl. No, stick with Purdy. Yeah. So I give him credit. I'm just taking Pickett over him, though.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it's going to be interesting to see how these two dudes play out down the stretch, man. But I get both arguments for both players, though. And I could sit here and make an argument for both players one way or the other, man.
I also think I think Pickett is more talented. More speed, more mobility. I think he throws a better ball.
I didn't expect you to say anything different.
No, I'm just saying, though, in terms of, like, going forward, who is going to have more potential from that standpoint. Now, it still comes down to winning, making right decisions, right reads, and everything, but I think Pickett already does that well. And Purdy's doing that pretty well, too, over with San Fran. There was some stat with Purdy, too. Like, this was in the middle of the season, but the openness of the receivers was like something ridiculous. Like 60% of it, he's just throwing to like wide open receivers out there because of the scheme.
No, I talked about it. I'm with you. Like some of the stuff, and this is why like when we bring up the statistics, I'm always like real hesitant to like just dive and like love on them like that because I'm like, I saw the one game, he ends up with like almost 300 yards passing, and I'm like, bro, I'm looking at.
Wasn't one taking 75 to the house on the screen?
Absolutely. I'm just like, Debo? Bro, is that type of stuff that happens? But I get, the excitement around it as well. And that's the other part. It's like.
Meanwhile, our screen pass would go backwards.
Yeah. So it's like, I get it. And you praise it. But it's just like, is that really a dope throw? Or is that just Debo being Debo versus a defense that doesn't know how to get off a block, nor has the effort at that part of the game to actually go chase it down and make a tackle? As the athlete, I think of it like that, but I know as a media person, a person that's talked about it, is like, you start talking like that, it comes off as more you're just hating versus context. So that's why it's kind of like, all right, people gonna view how they view it, but I definitely think that he's benefited from the scheme. It helps him out. That's why Shanahan is who he is. He's a top-notch dude from an offensive perspective. That's no secret. That's why we talk about their scheme being so good. And why when we talk about offensive coordinators and we say the standard or certain players or certain coaches, he's a name that gets brought up. And rightfully so, because he's dope. But that's why he is who he is. That's why he's been in play. That's why he's been having the success that he's having. Because of what he's capable of, man.
We got Big Bad Wolf saying, Deke, a clown on God. Kenny would not be doing what Purdy is doing in SF. See, that's where I think he would be for sure, and I think he could probably be doing more. I think he'd be cooking over there.
I just think it's different scenarios, man. Like, I know, but this is what we do in sports. You know that, man. We got to compare always. Oh, who's better than this player? Can this baby? It's like, man, I just think that they both good players, but I think they're asked to do different things right now, man. And both situations had their varying levels of difficulty as well. Like, I can't minimize Kenny's situation, but I can't minimize Purdy's situation either. Because the same way people will minimize, it's easy to come into a scenario where you already are losing and you're just asked to turn it around. You could also say, man, it's easy to go into a situation where you're already winning and you just got to not crash the car. But then we could also talk about how it is very difficult at times to come in and turn it around the way that Kenny had to. The same way we could say it's very difficult to come in there with all them expectations and that thing rolling the way it was, and you being the last pick of the draft, the guy that they say has...
And getting people to believe in you.
That's what I'm saying.
And all those dudes really like Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Like, they were pumped when he became a starter again.
Absolutely. So for all of that, I'm like, man, that is another like set of expectations, set of pressure, man. So, both of them things, both of those dudes are in crazy scenarios. I just think for Purdy, he benefits right now because there's no Kenny playing. And it's the postseason. So we know the stakes are higher. So everything that happens in the postseason, as you brought up numerous times, is weighted differently. We look at postseason and it's like, man, you make a play in the division round of the postseason, I don't care about what you did in the regular season. We always talk like that. And I think that's going to help Purdy in terms of the argument for the people that are supporting him is we're seeing him do it postseason. Whereas for Kenny, he just hasn't had the opportunity just yet. But hopefully that changes next year. and then he'll get his chance to write his story and stuff like that. But I think that's going to be the telltale thing with Purdy. Man, do you imagine if Purdy wins next week and they go to the Super Bowl? They're going to be hollering definitively that Purdy is better than Pickett off of year one if he's taking his team to the Super Bowl. You can bet your money on that, baby. We know this. We ain't saying it's accurate, but that is going to be the narrative.
Damn. Yeah, that's the one storyline I don't want to. That's the one storyline I don't want to be hearing going into the offseason. Obviously, also the Bengals winning. Those are like the two storylines.
For a fact, you're gonna hear the Bengals. The Bengals, they're gonna say they're the new king of the AFC North.
We don't.
They're the new kings of the AFC North, and if they beat Kansas City this weekend, they crowning them kings of the AFC because of how they've beat Kansas City 4 times in a row and beat Buffalo, and they had 2 Super Bowl appearances in 2 years. Yeah,
there's not too many good scenarios here because Mahomes wins, then he gets the multiple Super Bowls.
And now he's the greatest all time.
The Chiefs dynasty continuing? That's that type of talk.
Okay.
Eagles, crosstown rivals.
And they already done won once, so now we're going to hear about how they done caught up and all this other nonsense. Even though we know it's not accurate, that's how they going to be pushing
49ers with the Purdy thing. Someone would also bring up the Super Bowls. Like I think they
because now they'd be 6. Yeah.
I don't care as much about that.
Right. It's who did it first.
The Super Bowls are always going to be a running total. You have your chance to get 7 next year.
Just get there first.
With Purdy, that's the one storyline I don't want to be hearing though.
They in the same draft
I just
class
don't want to hear it.
This is the value. This is better value. Why you take this guy at 20 when you can get this guy last pick in the draft and do everything he did and look at his touchdown to interception ratio? This is the stuff they're gonna be saying, bro. And not just regular season. Look at what he did in the postseason. He ain't lost. We ain't got to break it down first half of the season, second half of the season. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna be over here like, bro, just like turn off all media. Like, gosh.
That's gonna be bad. That's going to be bad.
Yeah, man.
Fish Momentum. He says, Deke experience with a Fish Momentum.
Well, he's already tried to. He's already replaced me. Remember that? He already kicked me out.
I guess he's saying that if you get a little too enamored with the Bills.
He already didn't kick me off. You know what I'm saying?
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, you need a jersey that has both Steelers and Bills on it, just like the LeBron jersey that has Cavs and Lakers.
I've had that recommendation a couple times, actually, man.
I don't know if that works.
I know.
That might work up in Buffalo. I don't know if that works here, I'll be honest.
Yeah, and for me, man, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, if I'm rocking my Bills, I want to be in my Bills gear. If I'm rocking my Steelers gear, I want to be in my Steelers gear. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel good when I, like, half it. It feels awkward to me sometimes, man, because then I feel like a house divided. You know? Yeah. It's like I got to have my attention on one at a time.
Who's next? Is it Mike
Should
Hood?
Be, McCartney.
Yeah, I got him. Yeah. What are your top 3 or 5 needs that the Steelers need to focus on? And for each need, would you rather draft or sign and trade? Or combo like inside linebacker, sign one and draft one?
I actually like that comment right there, Sean. I don't want to cheat this topic, though. I mean, I'm going to save that because I feel like we could spend some more time on that one and do like a legitimate thing with that, if that makes sense. I do like that.
Yeah, not a bad question.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't want to just rush and give you top 3 to 5 off the top of my head and not really like dive into how I want to work it and stuff like that. But no, I definitely like that concept though, man.
Mike could.
Let me.
You got more? Are you just gonna save it?
Yeah, I'm gonna save that one, Sean. Cause I'm gonna come back to you on that one. We want to make sure we got due diligence for you for that.
He says, "What's up, fellas? Watch the NFL dynasty behind the steel curtain. What a great look at the Steelers franchise and how the Rooneys and Noel built the team from the draft. Just a great watch."
No, shout out, man. Shout out.
Yeah, there's some good Steelers documentaries out there. Steeler Nation on fire. Bring back Dobbs and Chris Oladokun.
Those be the 2 backups?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that would work for me. Yeah, you want a steady 2 you feel like you get out of a stadium with. I feel like Dobbs proved that with his tenure at the Titans. Again, it goes back to I don't know what he's looking for. Backup job's open for him if he wants it here. Oladokun, and then you got him as like the QB3.
Yeah.
He was in the system last year. I don't know. He went to the Chiefs.
Did he ever get any reps, bro?
He never. I don't think he got a snap in a preseason game.
Or even
nothing.
In practice. Remember that? Yeah. That was a whole thing. Like, no team
I think he
reps.
finally did. I think he finally got like 1 or 2.
Last week, yeah.
It was a big deal. And then we caught him.
Jeez.
828 style. Oh, we got some O'Donnell history here. He says, O'Donnell hardly ever threw interceptions during his Steelers career. He was a great QB until he got paid to throw those in the Super Bowl. Then took the $25 million the next 2 to go to the worst team in the league. Wow.
Okay then.
So it was money-making off-season for O'Donnell.
So they was,
Got paid by
not only did you cost
a couple guys behind the scenes to throw some picks.
And then you going to throw the pick. Oh, you dirty dog, you.
828 style. Watching Edmonds for the Bills this year does not get me excited for him to come here. He's another jack. We need a flash inside linebacker with thump, and watching him, I do not see the splash. And for as big as he is, he's not thumping like he should be.
Well, I mean, everybody has their opinion on what they're looking for with their player prospects, you know? I personally don't agree with it, but like I said, man, everybody has their opinion on Edmonds, and, you know, yeah, that's cool.
Would you take him over Jack?
I would, yeah.
Like right now, if we were to make the swap?
Absolutely, 1,000%. Absolutely. The difference is people watch this Bills game. Bills lost. Edmonds didn't play well. This is what you get. This is the reactions. So, yeah. It's like, all right, cool. All right.
Because I know you like Miles Jack.
Absolutely.
That's
what I'm saying. So, you hear what I just said then, right? And you know I like Miles. I like him a lot. Yeah.
Where we at? I think I lost all this.
Should be the Bro Baron. I think we only got 2 left. And then, yeah, should be just the Bro Baron right here.
Wait. Yeah. Hello, fellas. Moats, sorry about your 1B team.
Thank you, Bro Barian. I appreciate you for that. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't try and call me out to make me feel uncomfortable. He's at 1B because we know this 1A. You know what I mean? 1A, 1B. And what's right there? Shout out to Bro Barian. He gets me.
I question that order sometimes.
He gets me. See, that's that 757 connection. That's why he gets me, because he's from the crib. Shout out to you, Bro Barian.
I question that depth chart sometimes.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. You see the order. Picture. So you see what's number 1. The box. You see what's number 2. The color of the carpet. You see what's number 3. Okay? It's in that order.
So JMU is over Bills if you had to pick. If one franchise just had to leave, or one organization just had to leave, go away.
Oh, it's the Cardinals.
Wait, who's in the box? What are you talking about? JMU's on the box.
Well, because when you said everyone had to go away, I just figured I already got them. I already got rid of them.
No, between JMU and the Bills.
It's too late. I've already
or the Steelers. I'll throw the Steelers.
It's too late. I've already got rid of the one that I had to get rid of. It's already done. Other than that, I got to have a top 3. Everybody has to have a top 3. It's mandatory. So I can't cut off any of my top 3. Now, the order could be fluid. But today, I just give you that order. Sometimes it could be, you know, how I get dressed. I like to get dressed socks and shoes first. Then I work my way up.
We saw how you were dressed these last couple weeks.
We talked about the order. Picture up top, JMU, and then the carpet, you know. Yeah, sometimes it might be the other way. Just never know.
He says I was rooting for y'all.
Oh, man, salute.
Moats, thanks for sharing the ride with the beautiful family.
Oh, man.
Deke, good seeing you.
Man, I appreciate
good seeing
you,
man.
Too. I appreciate you. You know, I try to have a little fun, man. You know, put the camera on us and put a little behind the scenes, show some of that. And yeah, I was rooting for them too, man. I want the Bills to get the job done, man, for a couple of reasons. Obviously, you know, the alumni in me. Number 2, DeMar, who was at the game. Shout out to him. But number 3, because I do not feel like what we're talking about right now, which is Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and the AFC North. And we're going to say what we can do and all that other stuff. But the problem is, if they go ahead and win this weekend, which they're going to probably be favored too, it's going to be
Chiefs like -1 or -1.5. It's close.
But it's going to be just like make you want to throw up every single day. We felt how it was last year when they went to Super Bowl. And we already knew it was like, bruh, this is like, come on, y'all got to chill. It is not going to stop. It's going to keep going, and it's going to be worse. So, you know, that was the other reason why I wanted us to get it done. But it's all good. You know, I could at least rock my high school stuff so I could blend in a little bit.
Sean McCartney, I see Bengals being in a similar situation like KC. They'll have to sign Burrow and have little to spend on the team.
So is that a good or a bad? Because, yeah, I'm like, KC, man. They
just makes it harder.
Do you feel like Kansas City is having any more difficulty, or they're just doing it in a different way, though? Because I don't think of them not having Tyreek as just being a difficult situation.
You gotta work around it. You got to draft good, and you got to make some good free agent signings.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, man, if you got that guy, you don't trip on paying the guy because you got the guy. That's the model. We say there's 2 models, right? You either got one of them elite tier guys or you don't. If you don't, then you got to build up everything else around it, try to hit it while it's out on a rookie deal, right, with something. if you got one of them guys, you pay them whatever you got to pay them because they will forever give you a chance. You might not win it every year, but you're going to forever be in the conversation. And that's the issue with the Cincinnati thing right now, man. They're going to forever be in the conversation if Joe Burrow is still there right now. No different, like I said, when we had 7 here. It brings a certain level of confidence, man. It hits different. That's why we felt the way that we feel a lot of times with 7 walking in them stadiums, baby. You're like, bro, it doesn't matter. We got this dude right here. So,
yep, Burrow's damn good.
Yeah, man.
He's a damn good quarterback.
Like, I don't, and even before the game, y'all already know I rock with Joe. That's my fantasy dude there, I'm a Joe and I definitely a Jamar Chase guy, so it's like I was low key kind of torn even with that. I'm like, dang, I hate it, but it's like, God, I'm a fan of them too. I like them too. I don't like the squad, but I like them too, So it's like, I know they nice. We know they nice. It's just like they're continuing to confirm it. You remember I spoke on it before too. I was like, bro, I could see with their dynamic, we said it's the Ben and AB dynamic they got going on to an extent where it's like, man, they just get it. They hot. We hope we create that same thing here.
Why this Addison pick isn't leaving my mind.
And we hope that we're gonna find out. That's the thing. They already know right now. We trying to find out. We hoping it is. I know you already feel like it is. We're gonna see.
Yeah, all this stuff with Burrow happened in the second year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like if you look at the stats, I think Burrow's QBR, whatever the hell it was actually less than Pickett.
Yeah.
Now there's context to all that,
Right.
but still, what I'm saying is, this is when Burrow made his huge. It was like in the second half of his second season.
That's when it clicked, and then everything else has been history since then. So, he done took a team to a Super Bowl. He done going back to the AFC Championship game, man. The dude, he stamped, bro. He stamped.
Richard Hunt, Moats, a fake fan, instantly wears Bulls jersey.
Oh man, no, it's all love, baby. It's all love. I told you, man. I if my Bruce Smith jersey would have been here, man, I would have had it on today. But it wasn't here, so I wanted to go with a jersey today. I'm in jersey mode, low key. Like I feel like just putting on.
I owe you one, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of low key what made me like even start wanting to put on a jersey because I was shopping for a jersey and I was like, you know what? I don't have to buy this jersey just yet. Deke owes me a jersey. Let me figure out what jersey I want Deke to buy, and then I'm gonna get me this other one. And I was like, yeah, I want to wear a jersey, and that's why I wanted to wear my LeBron. But then when I tell you I woke up, baby girl was like, she wanted to wear the Jordans. I was like, throw this one on. Yeah. So you was on my mind, man. Yeah.
Well, I could bring in that 200.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's just a beautiful situation, man. Like, now, I'm trying to think what makes sense, though. Do you want to bring the 200, or do I have you shop and get the jersey? Because I feel like you had me get the jersey last time. We know that was different because of circumstance. Yeah. Okay.
You had to get that Vic for me.
Hey, man. I don't think you understand how happy I was to be able to, like, hear that it got green lighted. I was like, yo.
Dub jersey.
Still good. Hey, man, you inspired me with that one. Hey, I still got mine upstairs. I'm like, bro, I love this joint. Like, shout out to Deke. Yeah.
It's a great idea.
It was, bro. Shout out to you, man.
Well, just let me know. Like I said, I could bring that 200 in next podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
envelope.
Now, how do you pay? Do you pay like with one?
Unless you want, know what? I won 4-0 in my picks. Unless you're giving me some redemption here.
Are you in 4-0 this week? Well, undefeated. See, the problem was, I wasn't picking for us to be winning. I was just picking from my heart last week. So that I would just need to throw that out there. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cash out. I'm gonna go ahead and take my 200. Do you want to pay in 1s, 5s, 10s, 50s?
How about 200s?
200s? They'll work as long as they real. Don't bring no counterfeit hundreds in here, Deke. Deke, what your hundreds? Are they blue face? Or yours got a little funny face up there,
I
man?
got barely any cash on me, so you have to ask my bank.
Big ball over here. I don't carry cash like you people over here. I'm not a cash guy. Dang, Deke, just squat my little thing. I'll put my little cash in the pocket then, man. I try to keep with these young kids. They always want to throw their bankroll out, so I keep like a couple 5s on me just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I get you the money.
You don't say it like that. You make it sound like I'm your drug dealer or something. Like, I'm gonna get you this money, man. I'm gonna get you the money, man. Like, don't make it sound like that. Just yeah.
We might need to do something for these playoff picks, though. I got a leg up.
Hey. So I got a leg up. That's crazy. So you catch me in a vulnerable moment, and then you just go try to kick me on top of it while I'm already down from this weekend. You know it was a rough weekend, man.
Oh, and you picked the Cowboys too. Me and TG
you
are both over
That's
you.
what I'm saying. You know it was a rough weekend over here. But once again, what did I say? I picked from my heart. I didn't pick to win. I was picking from my heart. These are all heart picks.
No one wants to hear
These were heart picks,
man.
This
is like Mahomes with the ankle.
These
no one wants to hear it. Just go out and win the game.
The context matters, though. These were heart picks. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, man. Everybody knows that. These were heart picks. Don't do me like that. So, you know what? Shout out to the people that's being dope too. Yeah, they said, are you? They saying you a Venmo guy, or Apple Pay guy, or a Cash App guy.
I could do actually all that. Yeah. I think I have all three.
Yeah. Okay.
Apple Pay works.
Apple Pay works. Man, D, go ahead. Apple Pay when you get a chance, then D. Just hit the Apple Pay. I like when they make that little ding. It's like ding. Like, what's this? I just want to see your name pop up and it said like 200 with a plus sign. It's gonna make me smile.
Damn.
I like that though, man. I always think of you, so it's gonna make me think of you even more. I was like, shout out to Deke, man. Let's go.
I need to get my picks right for next year. It's a bad feeling.
And you know what? I think it is a good idea too that you pay me through Apple Pay, because I remember you telling me how you like to pay your bets off, and I do actually remember this because I got to witness this when we went in LA last year. You don't like to just pay your bets. You'll wait till we out and be like, hey man, just take it off of, like, whatever that costs, just take it off of that.
I don't remember
that.
Yeah,
when we was out to dinner, you was like, bro, I owe you that 20 from the bet, and hey, don't just take it off my bill. I don't like.
Did we bet on something out there?
We did. No, it wasn't out there, but you had still owed me. And when we went to dinner, you was just like, yo, whatever I owe, just take it out. I don't like that. I kind of want to be paid for my win. And then I might spend that money on the same food, but I still want to get the compensation first.
Yeah, I guess technically you could spend this money however you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But she was like, hey man, just take it off the bill. I'm like, oh, easy now. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't sound like me.
That doesn't sound like I'm surprised you hit with the, where my wallet? Bro, man, I think I left it in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, lost my wallet, man. I got my bank account frozen right now. That did happen for Ben's last home game last year. I did legitimately lose my wallet.
Like, yo, hold on, man. Dang. Oh, all right. Like, D, you ain't got a lot like that, man. We know you will go, man. Just put your hand in get your hand out your pocket, man.
Fish Momentum, Moats and Deke, predictions for KP, GP, Najee, and DJ. Greatness.
Nah, seriously, man. The core is there. The talent is there. I love the DJ part. My problem is this. Y'all want to trade him. Not you specifically, but a lot of people be wanting to move on from him. So if he's going to be great, I don't want to move on from him. But if he's not going to be great, then we can move on from him. So that's like my only dilemma. But everything else I'm feeling good about, man. You did say you had something about the Najee and ETN.
This was for the Bills. They need a bruiser. I thought it was clear in yesterday's game. They're missing that.
So I think it was a couple of things, man.
And TG, what I'm saying is TG was on to something with his trade talks of like, oh, Najee would fit with the Bills. But Najee's not up for trade right now.
Najee's not up for trade, man.
He's not up for trade. We're rolling with him.
We got us a bruiser. As long as it's healthy and it's running like it did in the second half of the season, we feel good about it, man. Yeah. But no, I don't think they needed that per se, man. But they're going to add some offensive line help, though. I think that helps out. And also, I think another receiver could also give them some life as well, man. But either way.
You're saying they're eyeing up Jordan Addison, too?
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, yeah. I'm over here like,
we can't let that happen.
That's the one right there. Yep. That's the one. Because right now, the way they're able to play coverage on Diggs, it's not
Gabe
a lot.
Davis ain't what you thought.
No, he's dope. But the problem is you can't depend on him all the time.
Claypool.
Higher in Claypool. Claypool doesn't give you the big plays that Gabe does, but the inconsistencies are very similar in terms of like just
Claypool made some big plays here.
He did. But we talk about
but never in the playoffs or anything like that.
Or we think of even with Claypool, he'll go up and it's like, bro, catch it. You know what I mean? There's certain ones that hit a Gabe and it's like, bro, you gotta. That's a dime.
Yeah, he dropped one in the game.
Yeah, that happens though. You know what I mean? And it just for the expectations for him off of last year and what it was supposed to be this season, he kind of underperformed. But that's the part of the league though. That's why you don't crown him off for one season. We said it all the time, babe. So with that, you look at a dude like Jordan, it's like, hey, maybe you're just a number 3. Maybe you're not our number 2. maybe Jordan comes in this thing, and now you're just playing the game of we know that he's a number one potential, but you're just waiting him out until obviously Dig moves on, and then Jordan becomes the guy.
I'll be disgusted.
I know you would.
Addison,
I know you would.
If Addison does fall and we let it slide in the Bills, I will be disgusted.
I know you would, and I'm over here like, come on, Pittsburgh, we get an O-line anyways. We gonna O-line a corner anyways. Yup. Okay. I was like, yo, he's going right up there to Josh.
Unless we draft or sign the one.
Yeah. If we sign the one, that changes everything. Now Jordan Addison is big time on the table, but right now I'm like, no guarantee, just share. Let Jordan slip, though. Let him be sitting there when the Bills pick. Oh, baby.
I don't want that happening. Fish Momentum, Moats and Deke, you are invited anytime to the crib.
Yo, let's go, man. Let's go. And I want the Welch's grape, too. I want the Welch's grape when I pull up. Deke get the apple cider. I want the Welch's grape, though.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, what should the Lakers do to get better? They just traded for Rui Hachimura.
Dude, and shout out to Rui. I have his Jordans in here, bro. I've been meaning to do a shoe review on them joints, bro.
Are they cool?
They are. The box came through, like...
they're new?
No, not anymore. Like, when the box came, it was like a dope theme on it. You know what I mean? Showing, like, his Japanese heritage and stuff like that. Literally, man, the shoes are sitting, like, right up there, bro. It's the week. These are it. Yeah, it's like right there,
What
bro.
number are they?
Those are 8s. Yeah, those are 8s, man. But, yeah, they were, like, his personal edition ones they did, man. Like, they're a dope shoe, bro. They, like, set in the shoe box, like, right by this camera for, like, 3 months. And I was like, all right, dude, I got to just be better at life. So I put them up there, and I still ain't had a chance to lace them up or do anything, man.
That's pretty cool.
I rocks with them, though, man. Rocks with them. I think that's going to help them out, man. Obviously, they're getting rid of Kendrick Nunn, so we'll see that dynamic. But I think the big thing, man, they got to stay healthy. AD has to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, the way Russ has been playing lately as well, I think they're still fine. Bron is on a heater right now. Bron ain't jiving with them folk. You know what time he on, man. And you see Uncle Shannon Sharpe, be out there too, letting him know in the crowd that he got his back. So, you know, us LeBron Army over here, man, we feeling real good right now. But it's really just, they got to stay healthy, man. When they get hot and they start winning a ton in a row, usually somebody goes down. And that's where it gets knocked off the rails again, man. But, you know, I do think the Rui trade is going to be helpful, though.
That Shannon situation was hilarious.
It was, bro.
Especially with the sweater, too.
I love the sweater. The cardigan is fire.
It just made it hilarious.
With the Dior, he had the Dior ones on, bro. And he's still dumb buff, too. But he work out on the regular. He one of them dudes, like, he do that.
Yeah, no one actually wanted to smoke with him.
No, seriously, he do. And I know people in Pittsburgh
Steven
like
Adams could have been interesting.
Listen,
it would have been interesting.
Only for the spectators. I don't personally think that's interesting.
Oh, yeah, I think Shannon would have had way more power.
I was about to say, just because a guy is big, and this is something that fans and media would do, because a guy is big, they think that is scary. Football players, that doesn't work with us. The way that we train, the way that we work, the way that our profession is built, we're hand to hand. That's what we do. We built for that. We live like that. Our mentality is very different. Basketball players, they don't always have that mentality, baby. So just because a guy's big, that does not mean that, you know, you should be scared of him. And trust me, Shannon Sharpe was not scared of anybody that was in that arena or on that court. He was trying to lay hands on any and all of them. And like you said, Deke, I ain't see a lot of willing participants coming up on that ride. I did not see a lot of them over there. I saw people do the fake, like, hey, hold on, Deke. Deke, hold me back. I see some of that. I ain't see a lot of, like, I'm overly eager. You know what I mean?
I think Steven, if there was one player, I think he would have been the one.
I would agree.
To do the fight. Now,
I would agree.
Not saying he would have fared well or anything.
But he's the only one I agree.
Yeah, because he's kind of got a screw loose too.
Yes, I agree. Him, yes. But the rest, I'm just looking like, bro, y'all ain't really trying to run up on that. Y'all taking that lateral. I'm going to keep yelling, but I'm never going to go towards. It's just lateral. And I'm going to just keep going this way. Like, it was a lot of that going on. Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Shannon Sharpe, though, man. That boy, he 5'5".
Who do the Grizzlies think they are?
Well, the thing is this, though. They're the new team on the block. They're young and fearless. I like that. Now, sometimes you can make the case of, y'all kind of a little bit disrespectful, a little bit too much. But at the same time, man, I love the fact that when you the young gunners out there and you like, bro, F what y'all saying. F this code of how it's supposed to be in the league or who's supposed to be on now. Like, bump that. Like, it's us. We here right now. I love that mentality, bro. Now I hate it when it's, he barking at Braun or when I see them going that stuff. But it's like, nah, I respect the heck out of it because I'm like, yo, you don't have to wait your turn with sports. If you nice now, man, go prove that you nice now. And they just got dudes just like talking while they doing it. But I think they got a dope team too, man. Because like even if Ja is not out there, they still are just a dope squad in terms of how hard they play, their defense, the sets they run on offense. Like they got a good team. But then they just got a superstar as well in Ja.
8-2-8 style. I hate to say it, but the Bengals are going to be a problem for many years to come. Mm-hmm. And they better not win the Super Bowl. Hashtag I hate Cincinnati. Hashtag the North belongs to the Steelers.
8-2-8, I'm with you, baby. I am with you. Trust me, man. Like them having what they got right now, yeah, it's gonna be exciting to say the least. It would definitely be exciting, man. But yeah, I don't want them winning no Super Bowl this year. Oh my gosh. But I do feel like they're gonna go, regardless of Mahomes playing or not. I feel like they beat Kansas City, man. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man.
Sean McCartney. Y'all talk about getting Addison. Will you keep DJ? Who will be wide receiver 1? That's already picking.
Yeah, we already got that.
What will we do with Austin III? Also, if DJ becomes wide receiver 3, will his contract change? No.
Man, so shout out to you, Sean. These are all good questions. We'll start with this. When we talk about drafting Jordan Addison, I've looked at it both ways. Part of that context being with Deontay here, and we just have the overabundance like the Cincinnati Bengals have. When you look at Jamar Chase, you look at T. Higgins. Those are 2 number 1s. Then you talk Tyler Boyd. He is I feel like bare minimum 1, but high end 2. So with that, we could have a very similar situation if we talk George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and a Jordan Addison here. I think we would mimic that in like to the T, quarterback as well, and even the relationships, right? Kenny and Addison, Burrow and Chase. So I think that would be identical. But I can also see it in a scenario where we move on from Deontay because of the contract and we draft a Jordan Addison and it's Pickens 1, Addison 2. You still have Calvin Austin as your 3. And he's still the outlier. We don't know how talented he can be. We just feel really good about him. But that would be the other approach. The last thing, though, that you said in terms of if Deontay becomes the number 3, will that change his contract? I don't think he becomes a 3 here. I think before that happens, they move on from him. But we would have to know. I just don't see a scenario where he would become a 3 with this current contract. I don't see Jordan Addison coming in day 1 and instantly putting Deontay in that type of situation right now, because I think Deontay is still a dope player who this dude is going to cook a one-on-one. The receivers at this level, a lot of them struggle with cooking one-on-ones. Press man. That's what makes Deontay get paid 18. That's why he was in a Pro Bowl. That's why he gets targeted as much as he does, because he routinely beats press man to man. George Pickens didn't even routinely beat press man to man. George would make combat catches, but he wasn't. But he wasn't just routing up guys on press man, which was why at times his targets weren't where they were, which was at times why we were criticized. Why don't we throw it more to him? Whereas Deontay would get all these targets, because Deontay, he can beat press man right now. We don't know. I think Jordan is going to be able to do it, but we got to see. It's a lot of receivers that struggle with that, man, high-end guys. So I don't see a scenario where Deontay is a number 3, because he has the last year of his deal is right now. I think if
no, we got him for another one. I don't know how they situated this.
But it's not like legit. It's it's kind of like, man, when I think of the
we're gonna have
almost like the voidable year. Remember when it was like, he signed it's technically a 5-year deal, but it's really a 1-year contract. This is no like.
So I was gonna say, if you look at it, his cap
it's a 2-year deal.
His cap hit's gonna be in the teens again, but then his dead cap goes down to where it's like 4 or 5. Yeah. So I think if we did cut him, we could save like $10 million. Yeah. But maybe that's where a more realistic situation pops up where we could trade him. Yeah. Then I still think it's realistic now in a way, but I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, I don't think. I think the chances that we see all 3 of them together are higher than the chances of us moving on from Deontay and bringing Jordan in, because I just don't see a scenario where the team, like timing wise, you would have to go into the draft with Deontay already on your roster and still draft Jordan at 17. I don't think they're going to do that right now. I think the way they go 17 is if Deontay wasn't on that roster, but I don't see you moving Deontay before you know that you already have his replacement.
Unless they're thinking, hey, we get 1 year with these three guys together, and then we'll trade Deontay next offseason.
Yeah.
And, like, Addison will be the next man
Yeah.
up. But usually we do that with, like, third-round picks.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's like a guy waiting in the wings for a year or two.
Because I don't think we can get him at 32. I think it has to be at 17 if we were going to do it.
Well, he's got to run these bad numbers. And you're right. If he
drops
drops to 32, maybe the Bills are taking him up.
I'm about to say, if he go by 17, he going to be wearing blue and red. That's my knee jerk. Knee jerk, he wearing blue and red if he go by 17.
I thought you said they needed some line help.
They do need that as well. But
they could pass on him.
We'll see. Yeah. Hey, man, you ain't going to get me in trouble talking this Bill talk over here.
What do you mean?
There's
no trouble
We only
here.
talk Steelers over here, all right?
There's no
I ain't
trouble.
getting in trouble today, man. Nope. I don't choose violence today. I choose peace.
Listen, dude, I know it's not the wisest decision. Hey, we said that about the last two drafts, though. We said quarterback, maybe not the wisest decision. Still took Pickett. Running back, Najee Harris, maybe not the wisest decision. Took him. So maybe. Hell, I mean, George Pickens, borderline, I don't know, was it the wisest decision? Receiver. We already had Deontay and Claypool.
We ain't got no George, bro.
Huh?
We ain't got no George. Not at that time. We ain't had no George.
I agree, but just the thought of like, okay, we have two solid receivers.
I think the one for me that was more surprising was the Pat Fryer move. Because
that's another one, too.
Yeah, he was the one that was surprising for me. Like, we loved it, and I still do love it, but that was the one where it's like, bro, we know we need
We already had
offensive
Ebron,
line.
but, I mean,
Like,
he sucked at blocking.
But we knew we needed offensive line. Bad. And it's like, bro, we went running back in the first and tight in the second. Like, bro, we wildin'.
That's what makes me think it. You get enough Pickett compliments for Addison, and like he said, he's going to be pounding the table that whatever team he's on drafts him. You get enough of that. Pickett and Tomlin, they got this good relationship. If Pickett can sell him, like, dude, Jordan Addison's one of those dudes. He's a hard worker. Like, he's a Steeler. Let's bring him in. I could see it happening. Again, I don't know if it's the smartest, but
it'd be fun. I would like it.
Well, this is going to be a conversation we're going to have for the next 3 months.
Oh, yeah. It's all season time, baby. So, yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we're just going to have to find new angles on how can the Steelers draft Jordan Addison.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? No. We got a couple more.
Should be at one left. Yeah.
Jonathan Morgan. All right, who do you root for to win the Super Bowl from a Steelers legacy perspective? 49ers tie us with the 6 rings. Bengals being AFC North rivals. Eagles with the city rivalry. Got to be the Chiefs, right? I think any you can make a case for Chiefs, Eagles, or Niners being neutral. You can make a case depending on what angle. Because Niners, like I said, it's a running thing. Mm-hmm. So if we both get 6, like you got your chance next year to up them and get the 7. The personal thing that I don't like about the Niners is going to be the Purdy Pickett thing. Mm-hmm. That's going to be annoying.
That is
Eagles.
Bro,
they're in the NFC.
Oh my gosh! A whole offseason of the Purdy story. They gonna sell that like that's Brady.
Yeah,
they gonna sell that like the Addison Cali. Oh, they gonna sell that. That's Brady if he win the Super Bowl this year. Oh yeah. Yep.
That's gonna be really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs. It'll be annoying just because everyone's gonna be slobbering over the Chiefs.
No, not the Chiefs. Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes too, but
Mahomes, the greatest of all time.
Just that whole scenario will be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But like he said, for the most part, kind of neutral. And then Eagles with the city rivalry. Yeah.
Philly fans are Philly fans too, bro.
I didn't really feel that many like after effects after they won in 2017 though.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? They're in the NFC.
See, I got homies that's Philly that's like Eagles fans, so I still hear this nonsense, actually. Yeah.
I think anyone but the Bengals.
Yeah, see, I'm
is
different,
like the
man.
preference.
I was like, I want the Bengals to win because, you know, they knocked off Buffalo. So it's like, hey, all right, if you got to lose to the champ, all right, at least we lost to the champ. So that's kind of how I look at it, man. Yeah.
We're getting some comments about the Addison stuff. Joseph Donovan brings up Weidl, saying Weidl drafts guys in the trenches, not receiver, especially in the first round.
Okay. Well, you look at the Eagles and you look at their trenches, I don't think it's a bad idea either. They are pretty dominant in the trenches, just like the Niners are. They dominant in the trenches as well, man.
Told you it's
like
probably
the
not the
trench.
smartest move
Hey.
to take Addison, but well, that's it for the Super Chats.
All right. All righty. Dang. Man, we've been rapping about a lot of this stuff right now, too.
Holy hell, we're at 6.
I know. I literally just looked. I was like, "Yeah, we've been rapping about like all of this stuff, like intertwining it. It's craziness." Okay.
What's on your mind?
Well, it's always a lot on my mind. You know that. I mean, I'm just trying to think where we wanted to go with this thing. Do we want to go ahead and tap into that article real quick?
There could be a case that we talked about it a little bit.
That's what
right?
I'm saying. I felt like we did. I felt like we did, man, because we definitely talked Kenny versus Brock. And that's definitely the discussion right now, man. Who you taking, who they view as the better player. But we definitely have talked about those two guys and the dynamic with it, man. Like I said, it's just going to be hard, though. If you go to the Super Bowl, it's going to be tough. That's going to be tough to deal with.
Pickett's got his whole career to one-up him.
I hope it don't take his whole career to one-up him.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay. I was say, I hope it don't take that long, man.
No. You get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Vincent Martinez, he just popped in a super chat real quick. He says, I still say trade Deontay for an established number 1 corner, then draft Addison.
I got to look at the free agent cornerback list,
J.C.
too.
Horn.
I know we talked about him
They're
before.
not doing that.
Nah. And yeah, that'd be trading for him. We talk, like free agents, but yeah.
Man, like if we pick up a James Bradbury in free agency
But that'd be tight. That'd be nice.
and somehow get a Luan or something like that, like Jordan Addison has to be on the table. Now, I don't know how we're affording all this, but
Well, Jordan's the rookie contract, so that's how that would work. You would have to get Taylor if you can get Taylor for 7, like you said, if you get him for something cheap, then yeah, Bradbury could work.
I was looking today. There are a ton of restructures we could do. Obviously, cutting some of the players on the roster.
Yeah.
That we could get up to like $50 million in cap space.
Yeah.
And I want Sutton back. I want Ogunjobi back.
My question is this, though. Would you rather have a ton of money, but you are going to, like, essentially gut your core for these pieces now? And you're essentially just bringing in new pieces, but we don't know if it fits or how it's going to produce per se, versus sticking with.
I want the main guys back.
Okay.
And if we can get a Luan or a Bradbury like on the side
Gotcha.
and we have the cap space, I'll do that. I want to bring the guys in-house.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
As long as they're not too much.
Yeah, I would definitely like to stay more with our in-house and add a piece or two, but I don't want to gut the stuff that we currently have for a singular piece like that, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, my main priority for this offseason is bring the guys back in-house if you can.
Yeah, for sure.
And like they're not getting priced out. Because I saw some market projection for Cam Sutton today that was saying like 12 or 13 million. That's insane. Like, no, we can't bring him back for that.
And that's what we said. All it takes is one team to overpay.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I
Mike Hilton
think
got
that's
6. Come on.
I'm with you. See how Mike been playing, and that's it, bro. Shout out to all the people that was hitting the whole. Man, I love Mike, and I can't believe we let a guy like Mike Hilton go. How could you let it? I'm like, bro,
I don't want to hear it.
I'm like, why do y'all?
It made
do
sense
that?
at the time.
Yes,
I don't want to hear it,
bro. Why do they do that though? And they try to spin it as like an indictment on the Steelers organization. I'm like, bro, how do y'all get that from this? Like, the scenarios were very different in that time when we made that decision, and it made sense. None of us were over here tripping. We made the decision. It was like, all right, cool. Yes, this is the decision we're gonna roll with. You can't now, a couple years later.
And Cam Sutton played really good. Like he outplayed that contract.
And you don't
we gave him.
think if Cam Sutton is playing on a Bengals defense and he's getting a chance to be spotlighted on division round, wild card round, AFC Championship, Super Bowl, that we would feel the same about him? That's the difference, though. It's just
it would be Sutton never really got to live up to the potential here.
We don't ever say any of that in the regular season because it's regular season. But right now, with it being postseason and we know the stakes are high and we're having to watch this Bengals team and he's a part of their success, yeah, we go feel extra with that, man. But we knew who Mike Hilton was when he was here, bro. Shout out to the homie. Love Mike.
Yeah, the thing that he's got on Cam Sutton is obviously the blitzing.
Yeah.
But I like Cam in coverage. I like the versatility that he brings.
Cam is a better cover guy in terms of man-to-man and just overall coverage aspect. I think Mike Hilton, way better against the run, and I think that he is a dope zone cover guy, but he's going to be limited when you're talking man-to-man. I think Cam isn't as limited in either elements of his coverage. But both of them dudes is nice, though. Yeah.
Fish Momentum says, Moats, you lost your Permanis and Fiore's rights. LOL.
That's crazy. That's crazy. See, I guess I got to go back to Lenovo and you know, Anchor Bar and stuff like that. Jeez, man. Why they kicking me out, Deke? Why they kicking me out, man? They kicking me out, Deke. You see? Fish, it's Mo. Mo don't want me no more.
Maybe it's only limited.
Mo don't want
Maybe
me.
it's not forever.
Hopefully.
Maybe it's just a suspension
It's like
for like a year.
A year? What I done?
Fine, 6 months.
6 months?
How about till the draft?
It wasn't a PED for me. Hey, man. It was a PEDs this time, and I was good, bro. I ain't use handstands. I was all right, man. Dang.
Fish Momentum also says record predictions for next season. We did get the teams. We just don't have the schedule.
We did get the teams. We can talk.
It looks like it's going to be a lighter schedule.
Do we want to talk about the schedule right now? Or?
No, hell no.
Oh, I'm about to say, man.
How about whenever they actually drop the schedule?
That's what
now they have the
teams. They put the teams
but
out.
that's whenever they drop the actual schedule of who plays week 1, week 2. That's when the whole big talk happens.
Right. I thought right now it was more so travel plans. Oh, we know that you're on the road versus this team versus you're at home versus this team. But, yeah, we still don't even know when, where, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 6-12. What are you thinking?
Trying to think of any around the league stuff that's going on right now that we have not addressed or that we could address.
We didn't talk Brady last week.
We got time. Let's do it.
Where's he going? Well, yeah.
There's off his head right
there's
now.
so many questions with Brady.
Or is he retired?
I don't.
I saw that float around.
Do you think he's retired?
Nah, he's divorced. The divorce means he's not going to retire. At least for one more year. Now, after that year, if it doesn't look good, now you start running the question of does a team want to bring him in? You know?
Right. No, I don't think he's retiring.
Vegas got to be a squad, right? TG claiming tell you. I think you and him was kind of talking about why that would make sense. In terms
Vegas
of
with McDaniels, for sure. If you get Josh Jacobs back, you get a Darren Wall. Like, they have the lineup set for him now. Mm-hmm. Is their O-line a little too shaky for him? I don't know. Yeah. But you got a number 1 receiver in Devontae Adams, Darren Waller. You got your slot guy in Renfro. Yeah. Good running back in Josh Jacobs. That could.
I mean, I was there.
Take the load off Brady because that's the one thing he didn't have with the Bucs. Even if you want to rip on the Raiders O-line, they were able to run the ball. They actually didn't do it enough, I don't think.
Yeah. And when they would not do it enough, that was also coupled with the turnovers. Can't have both of them things.
So here's one of my questions. I posed this to one of my buddies on Saturday. Has Purdy played good enough right now? Now he has 2 more games. Has Purdy played good enough right now that you would take him over Tom Brady for next year? Trey Lance, it's not even a question. You got to get his ass out of town. You roll with Purdy. But if Brady's like, hey, hometown team.
If Purdy wins you a Super Bowl this year, absolutely not. If Purdy wins the Super Bowl this year, you're rolling with Purdy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. There's no question.
I think if Purdy gets you to the Super Bowl,
you're rolling with that. How he performs in the Super Bowl, though?
Nah.
What if it's a flop?
Nah. The reason I say no is because I think the sample size has shown, like, if he gets to the Super Bowl, we're looking at him cooking in 8 games, being undefeated in 8 games, and we're going to hold him to the highest standard of you losing in the Super Bowl. Nah, like, I can't knock him for that. But if he goes to the Super Bowl, I think you roll with him. I think he's above Brady. I think, not in the sense of career-wise, but in the sense of who you would want to commit to for next season. If you're San Fran, the money and stuff, I think you would roll with Purdy. But I think he has to – I need to see it again. The stakes are getting higher. I need to see it, though. Just keep on proving it, keep on doing it, and you'll be fine.
That's the interesting thing. Michael G says, for the price, you take Purdy. But – am I wrong in saying I think Brady's crazy enough he'd play for like $5 million? If it meant like, hey, I could go play for the 49ers, my hometown team.
Sure, to an extent, yes, but $5 million is still going to be $4 million more than what you're paying Purdy. Purdy is getting $600,000.
That's peanuts though for Brady.
Purdy is getting $600,000 or maybe $700,000, whatever his rookie deal. He was the last pick of the draft. Deke. He ain't banking. His signing bonus was probably $5,000, if that. Like bro. We talking about a guy that is 7-0. Then went at home, then went on the road, then won 2 in the postseason. Let him get through Philly this weekend. You go through Philly, man. They ain't paying no $5 million to no Brady. They rolling with this nice $100,000 there.
Let's say he loses Philly.
Now you lose to Philly. I need to see what it looks like too, because Philly's the one I think matches up really well because Philly has defense like Cowboys, but they also going to be able to score more consistently. And I think push that Niners offense to have to. I want to see, like I said, can you do it? Not just relying on the system. If it's a scenario where you got to do it, I want to see that part. I think the Eagles could put them in that situation.
What are you doing if you're the Dolphins? I think Raiders, you do try your chance at Brady for sure.
Dolphins, you're stuck because you can't move on from Tua. You should move on from Tua because of the concussions and stuff like that, but you can't because optics gonna look terrible. So you can't do it. You can't.
We got him concussed.
You
now
can't.
We're just gonna throw him to the road,
bro. And we hollering about some player safety. You can't do it, so you're stuck.
They need to though.
That's
the excuse to get rid of him. Hey, we're bringing in Brady.
Everything says you move on from him, man. The concussions, you still questioning if he's nice or not. Like, bro, you move on from it, but you can't right now because of you got this man brain wiggly. So it can't happen, bro.
I feel like that's the out, though. Wouldn't that be the out that everyone would accept?
No,
you're bringing in Brady.
No, the reason why
it's like with Denver and Tebow. Them bringing in Peyton Manning was like their only acceptable answer.
No, man,
that would get the fans like okay.
Tebow still wasn't good.
No, but they love Tebow.
He was a feel-good story.
He
was a feel-good story. A lot of people love Tebow. Tebow's a dope
that's what I mean.
person.
Peyton Manning was like the one guy you could bring in and be like, okay, we can move on from Tebow.
Nah, I think when you talking, you got this man physically like jacked up. You feel me? And then y'all looked and was like, oh no, he's all right. That's not a head injury. Put him back out there. And then he was a statue. A human statue. Not the good kind. You know what I mean? Like that, no. And then you talk, oh, just move on. We're gonna move for Brady. Man, that'd be with see, y'all don't care about the NFL. We don't care about people. Y'all don't care about their health and safety. It's just trash. It's just crumble them up, use them up, and kick them out.
You just send them to another team.
Nah, man. What other team gonna take to it right now?
No one.
Exactly. You are stuck with him unless you are cutting him. That's what I'm saying. You not move like you can't move on. You not doing that with man. It's bad optics, bro. You can't move on from him. You are stuck right now.
Yeah, they're in a real bad spot.
You're stuck. Yeah, Vegas makes a lot of sense.
I think for Brady, those are the only 3 teams he should go to from like a legacy standpoint. Dude,
Okay.
If you got like the Jets or like the Panthers or something, that's like just a bad look.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Niners would be cool, hometown team, whatever. They have a legacy.
Low key, so
Raiders.
Obviously, I wasn't old
traditional
enough.
team, but like Miami would make sense too because it's like,
yeah.
Oh, you're on your last year. You go down to South Beach.
Yeah.
This is like your last one, and he's probably gonna get. This was the deal they had in place, right? It was like some type of ownership stake. If he went there, then you have the receivers and stuff. Like he'd ham that up a little bit if he went to Miami.
Me, like I said, I wasn't old enough to remember this, but if Brady were to go to a Carolina or a New Orleans, it's kind of like when I see the old pictures of Joe Montana when he got the Chiefs jersey on. I'm just like,
he played good.
I know, and I'm like, he did, but it just don't feel right. It doesn't look right. At least Brady in the Tampa Uni, I'm like, I'm not tripping. Like,
he won. That's what made it
because you won there. Yeah, I'm
good.
not tripping on it, you know. But you go to Carolina, you go to New Orleans. We know like that situation is not what you're looking for, Brady. That is not you. You just went back to New England. That even when you left a couple years ago, you just resetting the clock, going right back. Yeah, I don't think you want.
Oh, that's kind of been in the talks too.
I think going back to New England, I could see that. I wouldn't hate it.
They need weapons.
That's the problem still. Yeah.
Their O-line's not bad. They had a good running game going throughout the season.
And are they all the way down on Mac?
I don't want that to happen though. I don't want to revisit that.
Why not? I'm trying to get him back for old times. Get him back for old times' sake.
I just feel like the Patriots right now are like down. We don't got to worry about them.
I agree.
If Brady goes back, it's like shit.
You got to at least worry about it a little bit.
On top of all these other AFC teams now.
AFC.
If Sean Payton goes to the Broncos, like, goddamn.
He got the second interview coming up, too.
I know. Like, this is a bunch of stuff I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Like, the AFC North is going to be, look at us. Deshaun Watson and the Browns are going to be the worst team in the AFC North.
Which is crazy. I love it. Hey, man, so when you getting out of our division, that means you know you legit. You know you legit.
It's what it is. Step up.
Yeah.
That's all it's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Brady's done. Raiders probably make the most sense out of those three teams.
And you got the dome.
Just with because of what the other teams got going on, like the 49ers, they got this whole Purdy situation. Mm-hmm. We don't know. That's up in the air. Dolphins, you're right. With Tua, they already said they're going to stick with Tua. So I don't think Brady can go there.
Also, though, do you think Brady wants to go to that division, though? Not that he's afraid of any of them, but that's...
Maybe the Saints wouldn't be a bad call.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what
you
dealing with. You see what you dealing with on a week-to-week out there? Like...
You can't be rocking a Panthers jersey, though, if you're Brady.
Okay, bro, that's... Oh...
Even a Saints,
I don't like Brady for either one of them squads. But I think it's a terrible decision if he goes out there to Vegas, man, because of them other dudes in that division with him. That's yeah.
Vikings.
It could.
Get rid of Kirk.
I don't see why they would, but it could.
I'm just trying to think NFC.
Yeah. Detroit's another one. Yeah.
Titans,
but
Vrabel.
AFC.
Yeah, but that's the South.
Titans
though.
make a lot of sense.
That's the South.
Because I don't see him going to the Colts. I don't see him going to the Colts.
No, definitely. You can't do that.
Yeah. But Tennessee could make sense.
Titans are supposedly in the running for Rodgers.
I low-key like Tennessee for him. I think the system will work for him, too. Running the ball, play action pass.
Yeah, they need another receiver or something. Yeah. But, yeah, Tennessee would make sense. Yeah, can't say Houston. You're right. No Colts, no Jaguars. I'm trying to think other NFC teams. No Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals, definitely not. Rams, no. NFC North, outside of the Vikings, I don't see it happening. NFC South, I mean, those teams could be open for business in the NFC South. He could jump from Tampa to go to the Saints or the Panthers. Like
NFC South and the AFC South, he might got options, man. He got action in the South, man. Just stay in the South, bro. He got action.
What about NFC East?
Washington?
Dude,
he ain't going to Washington.
Wait, dude. Bro. Cowboys. Jerry Jones would do that.
Financially, I don't see how it works, though.
You'd have to, you're trading Dak. He would do that, dude. After this loss?
He definitely would. He would. But after this loss, are you going to trade for Dak with that contract?
No. This is the problem.
So, once again, how is this going to work? I don't see how that works. You ain't going to get Brady to take...
There could be a team that would trade for Dak. Because
that would take on the
I'm just trying to think of some of the teams that are in the running for Derek Carr.
Okay.
If teams are in the running for Derek Carr, he'd probably still be in the running for Dak Prescott now.
Carr's on a cheaper deal, though. Isn't Carr towards
I think
the
it's
end
close.
of it?
It's like it's 40 up for.
But this is Carr's last year of that deal, whereas Dak is at the beginning of his deal, I thought.
There's something with Carr's with his guaranteed money.
That's why they set him, remember, towards the end of the season.
Well,
because the whole injury thing.
that's if he was on the roster. So there's some kicker. I was listening to this the other day.
Okay.
That he's basically going to be able to pick where he goes because there's going to be some type of signing or some type of lock-in to wherever he goes where he's going to have a long-term contract.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen with his deal. And I think it's going to be around the $40 million range that he already agreed with the Raiders. So Dak's in that range. I guess it's just how you view those two.
Okay. I think the Dak thing, I don't know. I view it a little differently because Dak, yes, he has high-end potential at times, but we also see the inconsistency.
You just don't think anyone's trading for him.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't want to pay that. Like, at least with Carr, you feel...
You think it's a good idea for the Cowboys, though, to do the whole swap Brady for Dak?
It would, but I don't
maybe get Brady on a cheaper contract, too?
I don't see a team taking the Dak contract. You can work with Brady because Brady's not going to turn the ball over. As long as you're not turning the ball over, man.
That defense?
They get out of that stadium and Brady's out there yesterday. We know that. You know what I mean? But the problem is, Who is taking on Dak's contract? A crazy contract with highly inconsistent play. You can't do that because once again, when you talk about building that roster out, you got to be the force multiplier. My force multiplier can't be the guy that's out here, tricking it off at times.
You want me to get his official numbers right now?
Let's do it, man.
So,
because to me, I think Carr is cheaper.
I
think
his
Carr
contract is atrocious.
Yeah,
his contract's absolutely
you're not.
atrocious.
That's okay.
2020. Yep. Cap hit 49 mil.
Yeah.
Dead cap 89 mil.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
This is a Kirk Cousins special.
Bro, Dak and Zeke, bro, they contracts got Dallas in a situation right now, man. You not, yeah. Now pull up cars. Let's see what cars is. Yeah. Dak make you want to throw up, bro. Dak make you want to throw up.
Let me see.
His contract make you want to throw up.
I think you're right. There's some more flexibility with cars for sure. That cap hit's not as bad.
Yep.
So right now, 2023, 34 million in the cap hit, and it goes up in 2024 and 25 to 43 and 43. With the dead caps at 5 million. So this was the whole conversation with them benching Carr. If he would have got injured or something, right? He would have got locked in, right? Exactly.
But they said, man, a team will move and do Derek Carr's situation. I think 9 times out of 10 over that Dak Prescott situation.
No, you're 100% right.
You can get out of that.
That's bad.
And the play, like you said, is still comparable. But it's like that's cheaper, and I can get out of that a lot sooner, man. The Dak situation, you stuck. You are married to that, bro.
I could see the Commanders trading for Dak just because. Commanders.
They do a lot of janky stuff, but they wouldn't do it this year. That's the other part. I don't see anybody doing it this season. Like you said, bro. You said what was his hit gonna be? In terms of Dak,
49.
Yeah. Bro, that's a large chunk. It's a large chunk.
That's really bad.
It's a large chunk, bro. For that, I need guarantees, man. I need guarantees that it's like, yo, you are that guy.
He's not even better than Brock Purdy.
That's an issue right now.
Yeah, literally just don't throw those picks.
Yeah. But that's been the thing with Dak this season. And not
but it'd be different if he would have clutched up in one of those final drives, too.
Yes. But
he didn't even get that.
It's the unfortunate part. But the turnovers, that's the thing with Dak, man. It's like he going to ball out. He can put up numbers, but he going to turn that rock over. And when that starts to happen, that's the issue, man. Turnovers kill you in this league, man.
So we're at 627.
Technically, I got the good. I can go a little longer, technically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Wifey got there. They got Tony up there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm feeling a little good. She was like, oh, yeah, you can take your little time. She said, you go down there talking your little podcast. Do what you little want. You know what I'm saying? So I think we good today.
Read a couple of these supers.
Yeah, have a little fun.
If there's one final topic or something.
Yeah.
I think we are at official momentum again. Says return of Dupree, Hilton, and Byron Leftwich. I don't think that's happening.
Is Money Mike? He up this year?
Mike Hilton?
Yeah.
No, I think he's got.
I thought he had another year on the deal, right?
I think he's got 2 more. I think he signed for 4 years. It's 4 years, 24 million. I checked last week.
Dang,
$6 million a year. Yeah, last year was his first year with the Bengals.
Yeah.
This year was his second.
Shout out to the homie, man.
I could see Leftwich in terms of
Leftwich and Dupree. I could see. Well, not all the way, but though.
Yeah, I was gonna say we talked this through
because the money part.
I just don't see it happening because we got Highsmith as Dupree taking on that third edge rush role like that.
All right.
Unless he's at that stage in his career, hit him up, see what he's thinking.
He ain't at that stage in his career. He ain't at that stage yet. Nah, he ain't there yet. That's my dog. You know, Bud. Big B's. Let's get it.
A2A style. Brady going wherever there's an O-line. He looks very healthy, but he is afraid of being hit now more than ever because he's older.
And that's always been his too.
Hashtag see last game. Hashtag punk boy.
No, you accurate with that, man. That's been a part of his game, and it's just gotten worse as he's aged. He don't want to get touched. He don't want to get hit, man.
I don't think he trusted that O-line at all, though, either.
And rightfully so, because that O-line wasn't the healthiest O-line. Remember, it dealt with a ton of, guys going down. My JMU Dukes over there that went down. You know what I'm saying? They got hurt. When he had them JMU guys healthy, he won a Super Bowl. Just remember that. Started for that man. Just don't you forget that, all right? Yeah. But Brady with an O-line. But once again, though, I think that's why the Vegas part, I probably think they got the better O-line.
Than the Bucks?
Right now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree with you.
Unless the Bucks are healthy. But
Bucks they're going to be in fire sale mode here. I don't know what's going to happen.
You think they're blowing up? You think they blow the roster up?
I think they do, yeah.
Man, we might need to go shopping down there.
Well, actually, that's a name that hasn't been brought up, but I saw on the free agent list, Lavonte David.
Yeah, literally when you said they're going to be fire sale, I was like, Lavonte,
cheap?
Wait a minute.
Cheap, maybe?
Wait a minute. Yeah, it'd be cheap. Yeah, cheaper than Miles, definitely. Cheaper than Miles and Edmonds, 100%. Heck yeah.
Could we keep Miles and bring in Lavonte?
No, that's what I'm saying. You could, yeah. You definitely could. The
wouldn't
question,
mind that.
I think I would need to look with Lavonte just to check on some of the injury stuff over the past couple seasons, because I haven't followed it to that level with him, but I would just want to check that first. But yeah, he would definitely be. I think you could definitely pair him with a Miles Jack, still keep a Spillane, and you got Mark Robinson on the rookie deal. Anywho, and now
Robinson
you feel dope.
From Lavonte
Come
a little
on,
bit
bro. Because you look at Mark, and you look at Lavonte, and you say, hey, that's more like what you not like a Spillane or like a Miles Jack. You're more like this. Yeah. And this is already proven. It's not like when we talk Devin Bush, where it's like y'all look the same, y'all are similar athletes, but he's still trying to figure his out. You're going to get a chance to learn from one of the best linebackers that have, been in this decade right now, in the sense of what he's been able to do since coming into this league, his longevity, playmaking and stuff like that. And he got the hardware to go with it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a Lavonte dude. Yeah.
I just feel like there's going to be guys available from that Bucks team.
If he becomes available, you'll hear me over here saying, let's go get him. He's one of those ones we want.
He is. He's unrestricted free agent.
He's one of those ones we want, bro.
Fish momentum.
You see, I ain't even been caught up on that because I wasn't in all-season mode just yet.
I
So
randomly
now I'm there, man. I'm
glad
glad you brought that up.
I saw him on the list.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Fish momentum says, I played against Jesse James. QV. Quaker Valley versus South Allegheny.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
828 style. Miami can't cut Tua, not after the way they let Cincy teach him how to throw up gang signs. Even that owner, not that dumb. I hope not anyway. Hashtag Westside.
It's a terrible look, bro. Why you playing like that, man? Stop that. His head, he did that, and he was like on guard now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was rough, though, bro. It was rough, but they would get crucified, bro. If they moved on from this year, I think they could do it next year. I think next year they're fully justified. You make your case for whatever, and it's clean.
I wouldn't rip on them.
I just think this year it would look terrible. And you can't have back-to-back scandals too.
Here's the problem.
Last year you had the tanking scandal. You get rid of Flores, and he's suing you. This year you got Tua. You damage him. We all know you do. And then you move on from him. Come on, man. No, you can't do that, bro.
The problem with this scenario is I would have told you this at week 15. They should have been moving on from Tua.
I know.
Has nothing to do with his injuries.
I know.
I would have said the same exact thing.
The problem is he had the injuries, though. That's the problem.
He had the final injury.
That's the problem. He had the headshot, literally. You can't have that one on national television the way that it was and move on. It's like if Buffalo were to say, hey, DeMar, we appreciate you, but we want to take this safety in the first round. We're going to cut you this offseason because you ain't even paid like that. This the move. You can't do it. You're stuck. Don't matter. He did. Certain players, that's your green light. Ryan Shays, remember when Shay got hurt? It was like, hey, man, should you move on? Should you draft the guy? It was like, nah. Man, we kept him on the active roster that full next season as well. You can't do it, bro. You can't do it. It's a bad look, man. Can't do it. Miami ain't touching Tua. Tua is going to be down there in Miami.
That'll be good for the rest of the AFC. I don't know if we play the Dolphins next year or not, but
well, technically we do.
I need to check the schedule.
We play them every year.
Is this 1A or 1B talking?
I chill out. You know we play those boys, but either way we're gonna beat them. How about that? We'll make sure we beat them. Either way, Dolphins losing to us.
Jerry Ramos, what's up, Deke and Moats? Tuning in late, but blessings to the chat.
Let's go.
One player on my radar going into the draft is Devin Witherspoon.
That's the dude. That's the corner out of Illinois, right? Should be out of Illinois, I think it is.
Is it?
I want to say he is, yeah.
He is better than JP Jr. Also, he's
Yeah.
smoking on that Bills pack, Moats.
It's all good. Puff, puff, pass. All right. I know everybody on the pack today. It's all good. But, yes, he was the other name. When people brought up Gonzalez, he was the other name that when I had briefly started looking at corners, because like I said, man, I was dragging my feet because it wasn't draft time just yet. It wasn't off-season time just yet. But it is off-season mode. So, in between my late researching, I was starting to like, you know what? Let me just look to see what corners are out there. And Devin was definitely one of them names that I did have pop up, man. So I definitely start looking into all of those guys, man, so we can get a little better breakdown, man. And, you know, let you know our thoughts on these dudes, man. But, yeah, he's the other name, though. He was definitely the other name, man.
All right, that was the last of the Super Chats. We are at 636.
Respect it. Bro, let me find out, man. We did our thing today, huh? Were there any other hot topics that we had? Was there anything else around the league that we did not address that we should address today? We got Shannon Sharpe. We talked that. We could talk Ed Reed walking in the door, and now he's getting about the door. I know it's a little backstory with that. I don't want to tap in on all that, but, you know, just keep fighting the good fight. Yeah.
Wow, this one just got my attention. G-Man39, what about trading for A.J. Terrell? He wanted out.
I perk up for that one. Let's see what's the situation.
Is that the Deontay trade?
Let's find out. Let's find out.
We don't gotta toss Deontay in it.
I don't want to move.
Maybe we could give them like a third round pick for Terrell.
Deontay beats man-to-man coverage consistently, man. I love that. That is a high value asset, man.
SportsIllustrated.com. Could the Falcons move on from A.J. Terrell and Grady Jarrett?
That's the one. That is man.
Henry Herald, is that Atlanta's like premier newspaper down there? No, it doesn't look like it. This website looks like trash. Looks like a blog I just made up.
I say you found Deke. Deke looked at me and said, nah, this ain't it.
Right now, it's looking like the only source is Sports Illustrated. But this could just be a blog, though, too. Why are you so brutally
honest like that, though, Deke? You could have just lied, bro. They couldn't see it all the way. You could have been like, oh, yeah, this is kind of legitimate. Maybe not so much. You ain't even give it a chance. Dang, go ahead, bro.
Come on. This Sports Illustrated article is talking about the Falcons trying to trade for Lamar Jackson.
What?
So Jackson could be on the move. No, they just said, Harbaugh said he's going to be a part of the offensive coordinator hiring process.
Right. When I saw that, I was like, I think they're trying to keep him in the plans. In fact, that's what makes me think even more so with them moving on from Greg Roman, that it is we want to switch this name to make it an offense that you want to run, Lamar. It is crazy to think, though, that as much as we've put him in this box of he can only run that style of offense, and we just always assume that he wants that type of offense, that he legitimately could be like, yo, I actually hate running this zone read stuff.
It's probably not good for his body.
And you think, man, a guy as athletic as him, when it's zone read or it's obvious situations, it's just a lot harder to run versus what if you run like legit QB under center play action pass? You think about how much time some of these dudes have when they rolling out or how just unaccounted for they are. He might be like, man, put me in that type of offense, please.
I'm struggling with finding anything with Terrell outside of that Sports Illustrated article.
You don't want to go to Harold's?
I'm trying.
You ain't feeling Harold?
Trying to look at signs like, is AJ Terrell unhappy? Was he unhappy during the season? I can't find any of that.
Go back to that accredited Harold article. Maybe that's like Harold from AZ. Remember what that was the little sport, that like bar area we went to, Harold's? Yeah, maybe that's that Harold. Maybe he was writing that article.
I'm just not seeing it. Maybe G-Man has better sources than us.
I don't know. Yeah, but if AJ Terrell is for real wanting out, man, he's definitely a dude that you go and try to acquire. That's a young, highly talented, high pedigree guy that after a rough rookie year of getting the learning curve out the way, I thought year 2, my man was what he was supposed to be, man, playing at an extremely high level. I like his game a lot, man. I mean, shoot, you even heard when we talked about us playing him this season. It was like, yo, you don't have to be scared of him, because he's still, in terms of our matchup, when we were like Pickens or Deontay, because I thought that both of those guys could still match up with him. But trust me, man, he's still one of them dudes that, yeah, you want him on your team. If he is available, you want him, man.
Sean McCartney, welcome to the offseason Moats Mania.
Let's go. Let's go.
Steeler Nation has been expecting you.
Let's go. Oh, I thought you was talking about my Mafia people. Talking about the Bills who was expecting. My bad. Nah, you know it's all here, man. Let's go, man. Steeler Nation, let's ride. Yeah. Did I do it right? Steeler Nation! All right. There you go.
I think that's technically how it was.
Is it?
I think that's how me and Mitch did it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just need to, can I get the glasses? I need the...
Sure.
You got like the...
Yeah, I got them.
What are those called?
Aviators.
Aviators. Like, almost like the Boz joint out here. I wrapped around a little bit. I like them.
Oh, no. I know what ones you're talking about. No, I wasn't wearing those for the Steeler Nation Let's Ride. That was for the Bills pack, actually.
No,
Week one last year.
No, you're doing a lot.
No, I'm being dead serious. That's the only time I ever wore those glasses.
You do a lot.
I know when I'm wearing the Dawson jersey. Yeah.
You doing too much, man. You doing too much. Why are you doing that, bro?
I'm being honest. That's the only time I ever wore those glasses.
Wow, that is crazy. This is what you want today, Deke? Why are you being like this?
I'm just being honest.
Deke, why are you being like this today, man?
That's the only time I ever wore those
Deke,
glasses.
why are you being like this, man? Be nice, bro.
Week 1, 2021 season.
Choose kindness. Okay?
That was kind.
Can't we all just get along? One love. What would Bob Marley do? Okay? One love. Jeez.
Vincent Martinez
Talking
says...
about you would.
I did. I've never worn those glasses since. Those were my cousin's glasses. Those were Nolan's glasses.
Crazy. No, that's crazy. Shout out to Nolan, but that's crazy. The story does make even more sense now, but I don't care. I don't remember it like that no more. Just don't bring that. Just
he recorded the video for me.
That's just wow. That's wow. No more shout out to Nolan then.
He said, "Hey, can you record this real quick? I gotta smoke this Bills pack."
Hey yo, what are we doing?
Vincent Martinez says, "Deke, go double or nothing on the playoff picks." I think I would do that right now because I don't know if I can lose. There's only 3 games left. I'm 4-0.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. I'm cashing out. I'm taking my ticket and I'm going home. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fish Momentum Southern Tier Part 2. Hashtag I will drink White Claws. I don't think they have White Claws there. They have more like craft seltzers.
Yeah, they did. But don't you worry though, man. I'm gonna be drinking me a White Claw soon. Cause what you supposed to do? You know, I'm in full on morning mode now, man. All my teams are done. No more football to watch for me, unfortunately. With rooting interest. Now I'll be watching it with a slither of pain. However it plays out. The heartache. Oh, the sadness. The Great Depression in the Moats household has officially begun. Oh, the sadness, Deke, that me, my wife, and my children, my dogs, little Biggie and Faith, they ain't even want any treats today. You know, everybody's just sad. Football's over. I hope you guys are happy.
G say anything about Diggs yelling at Josh Allen?
No, in fact, this is the funny thing was this, right? So, you know he loves Jamar Chase too. He also likes Joe Burrow. So he was kind of conflicted when he's watching both play. He's like, he wanted to be pissed because the Bills were losing, but he's watching Jamar Chase score, and he's like getting excited. And I'm watching, and I can feel it because I'm over here kind of like dealing with the same thing. I'm like, dang, like if we gotta lose, at least let it be them two that's going off. So when it's starting out early on, I'm like, I ain't tripping, but I'm tripping, but I'm not tripping, but I'm tripping, but I'm not. And he was definitely going through that same vibe. He actually, when the game finished, I was like, yo, G, man, how you feeling right now? Because usually, you know, he take losing hard, like whether it's Bills or Steelers. This man didn't cried. Like, bro, when we went to the Pens game and the Pens lost, he was in full-on tears in the stadium, bro. People would have thought I beat him the way that he was crying. And I'm just like, bro, we got to talk. Like, this is a regular season hockey game. You definitely don't got to cry for this one, man. All right? Like, they going to play them in 2 other days, man. Don't you trip.
Penguins have been playing bad.
Yeah, but it's, bro, you got 100-something. No, I'm playing, but you play a ton of games. You know what I mean? So it's like you ain't crying on one regular season game in hockey. But he takes it to that level. So, Bills game's over. I'm like, man, I'm expecting him to be distraught. I'm just like, yo, you all right, man? What's up? It's like, you know, Dad, it was good to see Jamar Chase score. I was like, dang, son, like,
That's tough.
I was like, you all right? Like, you just thought about Diggs and Allen. I mean, they still did good. And I got to see them last week, and they played good last time. I was like, dang. But he was definitely
His
like,
loyalties are all over the place.
yeah.
Right now.
So this was the trick too, because
No.
he's started saying that he hate Brady lately, and I was like, why do you keep saying you hate Brady? He was like, cause he beat my teams, and I was like, who are your teams, Greg? He was like, well, he used to beat the Bills and then Steelers, and who is it that? Oh my goodness, the Super Bowl. Oh, Mahomes. He was like, and he beat Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and I'm like, so that's why you hate him? He was like, yep. So I'm like, well, hey, great, man. Josh Allen just got beat, man. You hate Burrow now? What's up? Nah, Dad, I don't hate him. I think he all right. Say, hold up, bro. You said you hate Brady because Brady beat it and all this other stuff, but he beat Allen. Nah, I don't hate him, Dad. He all right. So I might have a little crisis on my hands with him, but the problem is they all the YouTube and TikTok generation. So for him, when he goes on TikTok or YouTube and he looks at sports, he's seeing those.
He saw
guys.
That stupid ass warm up pass that Burrow man.
Oh, the throw with the turnaround, and he would,
thing
bro.
ever.
And guess what he was doing when he was down here? Throwing a chant. Okay, like he saw the Justin Jefferson when he went up with the one hand on Buffalo. So we down here throwing the football. What does he want to do? Let me try to get the one hand. He saw the George Pickens when Pickens caught the one like this on the sideline. Man in the crib, Dad, throw it up so I got to do like this. I'm like, bro, you don't work on that type of stuff. You work on the fundamentals. That just happens once you got the fundamentals down. He's like, nah, he working on that. Yeah. So that's the issue. He sees the cool. Oh, look at the throwback. Look at the no-look throw. He sees Jamar. Oh, Jamar Chase scored and did the gritty. Jamar Chase scored and did this. Oh, Jamar Chase scored and did that. Like, he sees that. Yeah. And that's the problem, man.
Sounds like he needs one of those NFL hats from Rob Lowe.
That's what it sounds like, bro. Just a simple, just put the team, the shield. All right, your team, everyone. And it's no wonder he like when I put on my starter jacket, the big puffy one with all the teams. That's his favorite jacket for me to wear. I got my big Bills jacket, I got a big Steelers jacket, right? I got all Steelers Lettermans, all the Steelers Racer jackets. His favorite, the jacket he always requests for me to wear. Dad, wear the one with the teams, plural. I'm like, bro, why? Because it has all my teams and it has all your teams, Dad. All three of our teams are up there, but all of our favorite players are over here and here and here. Hey, Dad, give me a quiz. Who's the quarterback for this team? Oh, it's such and such. Who's running for this team? Such. I'm like, bro, what are we doing here, man? Yeah. So
he's a football aficionado.
He is, man. He is. It's my little man. Love him.
All right, two more here. Fish Momentum says, I need the chief with the goats. Deacon Moats.
Hey.
Steeler Nation on fire.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not. You'd have to let me know. Mm-hmm. He says needs an NFL, or Virginia needs an NFL and an NBA team.
No, they talked about it, especially NBA, right at the crib, too, in Norfolk. Like Waterside area, it's like a big high-end money area right by the water. Beautiful area. They got stadiums already down there. Parking infrastructure is already down there. You would obviously expand it. But, yeah, that's they were actually trying to get it's not the Seattle. It wasn't the Supersonics, but it was another team from out west that they were trying to get, and then
probably the Kings.
Yeah, and then recently, probably was like 5 years ago. Yeah, because I was still playing. It was probably 5 years ago. They had another basketball franchise that they were like in talks with of trying to get them like to come down to actually in that Norfolk area, and I think they went as far as to at least. They didn't have like the negotiations for like contracts, but at least like the area, like they drew out what it would look like and like how they would make adjustments to the parking and stuff. So it was pretty dope. I think that's something they're still going to be trying to do. It's
they like I said, compete with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they got the money for it, man. They got people that definitely would support it. And it makes sense. I mean, whenever they do decide whether you're talking football or basketball, with you obviously having your Carolina squads, and then you still got your DC area, Philly, Tri-State, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
They're probably in the top 4 or 5. Yeah. I'm always hearing, like, Virginia. You said Norfolk. I've even heard, like, Virginia Beach being in the
that's
mix
the other spot,
for an NBA team.
Yeah, because Virginia Beach also is, like, beautiful area by the water, high-end, plenty of space when you're talking about, like, parking, because that's always a big deal. Like, stadium, like, arena size and parking. Virginia Beach or Norfolk, both tourists, like Virginia Beach way more touristy than Norfolk. Norfolk, more like true core 757. Like when you from Norfolk, like you know what it mean. Like he's like, all right, that journey it hit different. Shout out to the beach though. Still loving the beach, but the beach is still more like you still view it as like, yeah, it's a tourist area.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's still some spots in the beach now that you ain't trying to get caught out now. We ain't playing out there. We definitely don't do that. But it's a little, you know what I mean? Like Norfolk is really like the core. I think it's because it's like central too. Like if you're in Norfolk, you can get to like Norfolk sits here, then it's like P-Town's over here, Virginia Beach over here, all right, Hampton over here, Chesapeake over here, all this stuff branches off of it. Whereas the beach is like, it's the end of the journey. Like, bro, we all the way at the water here, bro. It's the beach. Like, can't go further to the beach. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, but both spots though could be dope though, man.
Last one. Official Momentum says Ambition live at PNC Park.
Stop playing.
Spring 23. Radio
Stop
Tokyo.
playing.
Might have to pull up for that one.
He might be coming with Drake. You know Drake coming to Pittsburgh?
Who?
Drake's supposed to be coming to Pittsburgh.
I'm not going to that.
You ain't gonna see Drake in 21? No. 21 and do something, man. When you talk a little rich flat fuck, you ain't pulling up on Drake.
No.
Yeah, how that play? You ain't gonna have that play? You ain't have to.
I'll pass on that.
Spin the block twice like it ain't nowhere to park.
No.
You ain't feeling that, man? No.
I'm good.
God's plan. God's plan.
I'm good.
All right. They say that's what we supposed like. They say if you single and you a dude, you supposed to go to a Drake concert, bro.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what they say. I already know.
I've never heard this.
Listen, I already know what to expect when this concert comes around. I'm going to have my daughter hitting me and say, Dad, I want to go to this concert. I want to go to the concert. You know why? Because girls go to Drake concerts. You know why? Because Drake's Drake. They love that. They do. But if you're a single guy, you go to Drake concerts. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. So, yeah. I ain't know if he's going to be in there just, yeah.
No, I'm a pass on the Drake concert. Nope, I'm good.
I just figured taco meat Deke with the foam runners at a Drake concert. Bruh. So I'm saying, Deke. Bruh.
No,
they could be like, yo, is that, yo.
I think I could go the rest of my life without going to a Drake concert.
Bro,
I think I'd be
you
fine.
pull up to a Drake concert with the foam runners on, Deke. Just saying, man. Just saying, bro.
Well, Is this all we got right here?
I feel like it is, man. I feel like we're good, bro. Shout out to all y'all, though. Everybody's been rocking with us. Y'all know we got that 400th episode coming up as well, man. I did want to say, man, we got some fun stuff planned, man. A ton of giveaways as well for that episode, man. So you definitely want to be here for that, man. And, like I said, it's going to be a vibe, man. So definitely don't want to miss that. And, yeah. I'm trying to think, was there anything else?
Eric James says Chicago Bears proposed stadium looks intense.
I haven't seen it yet.
If it includes a dome, it's just stupid.
I think it's supposed to be domed, though. I haven't looked at the whole thing. Yeah. But I definitely think it's supposed to be domed up, though, bro. Yeah.
Bad call.
Yeah.
If that's what they're going with.
I would agree. Don't put the dome in Chicago. Don't do that. But, Jacob, the next show, I did see you say that. The next show, Wednesday, 4 p.m., baby. All right? Wednesday at 4 p.m. So, there we go. All right. You got that. Everybody good. That will be the 400th episode. Like I said, we will be doing giveaways live on the show. All right. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. 4 p.m. start time. Okay. But other than that, I can't think of anything else. So hit the like button one more again for the culture. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. And other than that, man, I think it's all as well. So we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.